Yes, welcome back to Crafters TV, brought to you by Crafters Companion. Happy Wednesday, my name's George Akid. It's 3 hours of creative cravings for you on this fine Wednesday, wherever you are in the world. Loads of great fun already had today, a brilliant wake-up call, a brilliant craft along, and now I know it's going to be a great 3 hours of creative cravings. Some great products to get you involved with the next 3 hours, and there is only one person who can join us for that next 3 hours to get us through it step by step. She likes a fried crab stick, everybody. She loves some fried crab sticks. Apparently, that's her favourite thing. Debby Robinson, hello, fried crab sticks.
You behaved, me telling you all my little secret things that I have to nibble on in between shows. Although I've not fried any crab sticks today, but no. Yes, it's a game changer, George. That's all I'm going to say. Now, can I give you a little teaser into what's coming up on Creative Cravings? It's lovely that I'm here on Creative Cravings because it's not very often I get to do a Creative Cravings show. So I feel really blessed. I'm blessed because we've got some of our favourite products as well on the show too. So where shall I start? I'll start with what I love anything that gives me some kinetic movement.
Oh, absolutely.
And I do adore these. These are our fabulous advanced twist and pop cards. Let me just show you that again. Doo-doo. Don't come with a little doo-doo. And this gorgeous. I love this one. Me and George were oohing and ahhing over that one.
Absolutely.
We love that one. But lots of different designs in them. But the mechanism makes that the twist and pop extremely, it's very, very yellow, producer Georgina. I picked it because it's so bright, a bit like me, a bit bright, but absolutely beautiful. But the lovely thing about these is there's lots of different designs. I love this one. Let me just open that up so you can see. You could be popping little pictures of your loved ones in there as well. So they're a fabulous set of dies that are coming up, and George will go through all the different ones. Something that I was involved in the launch with these, which was the resist stamps back last year. Yeah, and I love a resist stamp. Yeah. I love the idea of being able to create these resist backgrounds. You can make very quick, very simple cards, but absolutely stunning, so effective and really beautiful. And let's not forget, at the end of the day, they're a stamp. So there's lots of things that you can do with stamps. Yep. These are big focal stamps as well. So we've got those on the show, and then possibly some of the my favourite little boxes that we've brought out for a long time, which are the ornate boxes, and they're absolutely beautiful. They're ornate Favour boxes. Absolutely gorgeous. Lots of different designs in there. These are just 3 of these that I've fetched. This one is just glorious. It's like a little house. But absolutely beautiful. Do excuse me though, because I've battered it. I don't know. I think I nearly sat on this earlier on when I was looking at it. So we'll take it that way.
Beautiful.
That way.
Stick a butterfly on it. That's what you need to do. Yeah. A great collection, so much coming up. A lot of kinetic cards recently. We launched those wonderful swivel cards, which you guys have gone crazy for. So many great cards for you. Talking of great things, they've been here throughout the day, and you guys have loved them having them. I always love having them here because I always know there's going to be so many great things. Plus, the studio smells of MDF. It's Hayley and Carol, aka Dreamies. Good evening, ladies.
Hello. It's nice to be back.
Look at them on the sofa together. No, you can tell they're mother and daughter, can't you? What have you got coming up for us, ladies?
Right, so kicking it off, I'm going to be doing one of the bunny gnomes. So this is one of the male ones, but we're actually going to be making one of the female ones. So we're using a lot of the different papers, we're using a lot of techniques on there, some of the moss and sisal as well. They look so cute, don't they, next to each other?
They really do.
And then my second demo as well, if we get there, I'm hoping we do, is this palette art. So we're actually using some of the embellishments there, we're using the sentiments on there, and we're doing flower making just because we love a bit of flowers. Always.
Absolutely. And Carol, what are you demonstrating for us?
Right, well, my first one's going to be the flower cart stamp card.
Yep.
So we're doing a card this time. And the country kitchen papers, I would say that's my favourite, but you know, it's whatever one you pick up is your favourite.
Gorgeous.
And then if we get to the 4th one, this is the one that I was telling you about, where I use the outside of the palette art.
Love it. Using the waste, a brilliant collection. Ladies, grab a cup of tea. I'll see you back here in about an hour. Should we call it a date?
Yes.
Perfect.
Let's do that.
Right. We've got loads of you getting involved in the show. Remember, get involved. Comment below on YouTube and Facebook if you want to say hello. Olga's in from New York at work. Hello to you, my darling. Cheryl, good morning, my crafty friends from Alaska. Carletta, hello, everyone. Fred171 just says, hiya, George Akid. That's all she says. Nothing else. Okay. Very formal. And Linda's in, hi again from Dudley. I missed so much of the previous lives that I have to watch back. Absolutely, don't forget, all our shows are for you to watch live whenever you wish. Watch them back on YouTube whenever you so wish. Starting off, though, tonight on Creative Cravings, remember your advanced twist and pop die collection. Debbie showed you those earlier. A brilliant collection, a great price at £46.37, $51.86. You're getting a 60% saving there. And remember your Club Inspire Platinum price at £37.10, $41.49. Available individually, available any two for £30 or $35. But the best deal and that best saving is that one you see on the screen where you're getting that humongous 60% saving. You're going to get so many different designs. Now, one of the packs includes the mechanism. So here's the mechanism for you. That's what you're actually going to be getting. That's what makes it twist and pop. So here you have the mechanism. You can see it there. It's one simple die with the score lines already in there, and that allows you to do that wonderful twist and pop mechanism. Then this is when the fun begins. That's the mechanism, and you need that to be able to create some amazing cards, which Debbie showed you a little sneaky peek of earlier. Starting off, first of all, with your oval frames. So you're not just going to get the oval frames, sorry, this side here, you can get the mirrors on there, plus all the wonderful little sentiments that go alongside it, and then when you put it together, that is what you can create. You've also just got the frames themselves alone. Again, another set of frames, perfect for your stamps, pictures, lovely there for you. One of my favourites, I love this card kind of design, the balloon bouquet, and you can see, bang, there it is, all the balloons. Again, she had a little bit of a tear. Sometimes these boards, they get used that many times, that they just get a little bit damaged. But when it's all working, wow, well loved, a bit like me. Here you are with your sending love, your hearts. Again, another great collection, perfect for your Valentine's Day. Then your wonderful cupcakes, because we love some cake, don't we, Debbie?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely, there's been a lot of cake today. And there's one which is just dropped on the floor, which I need to go and bend down and pick it up. Let me just go and grab the presents. Let me go. I'm going now. Boom. Seamless. I'm like a ninja. There's the presents for you from me to you. There it is, a great collection. So you can get the mechanism available alone as well if you just so wish. However, that great price there, but this is the mechanism price for you, £7.99. There it is for you. That is what you're paying for just the mechanism. However, if you go for that full bundle, which we showed you earlier, we got that, get the full collection. You get the full bundle there, you get everything in that bundle, you get the mechanism and everything there for you, that huge 60% saving, £46.37, $51.86. Remember, you can buy them individually, however, you get a 60% saving. Right, Debbie, what are you going to do for us first, my dear?
From me to you.
Oh, sorry, the card. Sorry, I thought you said
card, yes. I'm going to show
you.
Because it's Creative Cravings, we can take it back
to
the very basics and show you how we use this. Now, the mechanism for me is the bit that creates the magic, because this is the simplified version of what creates that lovely twist and pop when you open up your card and create that lovely magnetic pop when it that beautiful pop when it comes out of your card in the centre. I've done these before in the past, George, with classes, and had to work out the measurements because there's plenty of tutorials online for that. However, you've got a die that does it for you. Why would you struggle with a scoreboard and measurements when you've got a die that does that for you? So I'm just going to simply run this through the machine, George, and we'll just put the mechanism through, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to work it, how to get your score lines in place, how to just create that lovely flow when it pops open in the centre.
Are you ready for St. Patrick's Day tomorrow?
No, you told me, you asked me this earlier, and I said to you that I'd completely forgotten. I'm not.
Are you not wearing a green dress tomorrow?
No, I hadn't thought about it. I'm so sorry.
Why don't you get an alcohol marker tonight when you get in? Colour your dress in with green.
Oh, no way. It's a new dress.
No.
Oh, no.
That would work,
it's a new dress. There's no way I'm getting a alcohol marker to that.
Okay.
I might have to see if I can find something later. See if I can give a little nod to the lovely celebrations tomorrow. Now, you can see it visibly in there, but the score lines are already in place. It's cut it out, but the score lines is running through the centre, and then you've got this crisscross in the centre. So first things first, we're just going to burnish all those score lines. Now, literally fold it over, score. Fold it over and burnish, sorry. Score line's already there. I think I've got a little bit of a mucky platform here. I'll have to give that a little wipe in the centre. However, the next thing we need to do is pop that middle part. So we're going to do the middle bit.
Yep.
So I've done this bit now, George. So all I'm going to do now is literally, and I'm grabbing hold of it in the four corners. Can you see my finger and my thumbs?
Yep.
Grabbing it in the four corners and squeezing it. So we're going to squeeze it upwards. So you're going to manipulate that cardstock into its place and just bring it forward. Almost like a little house, or, as I like to refer to it, little pair of legs with a little skirt on. That's what it looks like. What I'm just doing though is you want to make sure this bit is right. So we're not having this bit open or gaping or anything like this. So you're going to simply pop it to the centre like so, and we're going to now reinforce those score lines that are already in place but burnish them even more. I'm taking care that the leg isn't crossing over. I have to call it a leg because that's how I look at it.
Yes.
It's the easiest way to describe. You get this bit right, the rest of your card will flow.
Absolutely.
And I'm turning it over, George, and repeating it on exactly, please excuse my mucky dress there. It's going to annoy me that now. But again, just give them burnished score lines, a really good crisp fold. And that is the bit that will do all the magic. So as simple as that, that's how it works.
Perfect.
It couldn't be any easier. I honestly wished, you know, when I did the class that I had and I taught, and we did have some giggles, let me tell you, because trying to get this worked, we were in fits of giggles and everything. It was great, but we literally spent nearly the 2 hours in the class trying to get this bit right. But well, because we've got a die now that does it for us, I wish I'd had this die back then. It would have made life so much easier, it really would. So that's the mechanism part done.
Yep.
Before we go any further, George, I'm going to tell you how I work this and how I do mine. So when I look at this now, I actually pop a little cross because I want to think about where I'm putting my glue. So I'm going to pop a cross in the top right-hand corner and the bottom left-hand corner. And I'm also going to put a little cross just on here and just on here. This is where we're going to pop our glue. But for me, the best bit is to do the actual worker die part first and get that into place. Then moving on, you've got your... Now, if you're going for the mechanism on its own, twist and pop, you can do anything you wanted in a stripped version. But the lovely thing about this is that this is what we call the advanced twist and pop mechanism. Yeah. These are big dies, super big dies, and are absolutely, honestly, gorgeous designs. You've got the piece that creates the matte version for you. Let me show you those bits that way. And then you've got the decorative feature. And on the decorative feature, this is the from me to you, the presents. It's actually got a score line in place as well.
Perfect.
So you've got a score line all down there too. So all I'm going to do, George, is I'm going to use a full sheet of stamping card for this because I'm going to colour mine in. But we're going to place that on top, like so. I'll just make sure nothing slips and slides underneath.
Yeah.
I'm going to move on to my big plates though, because I will just explain the advanced part of it. You will need, and there's no way about it, that you'll need your larger machine. So an A4 machine is what you're going to need for this particular die. The mechanism will fit through your junior, it'll fit through your midi, but the actual decorative panels need to go through a larger machine. And it does explain that on the back of the die. So I'm going to run that through like a normal thin metal die with our combination, like so.
Lovely. Loads of people getting in touch this evening. Julia saying hi from my crafty friends from sunny California. Mary Beth Doyle, hi again, everyone from Minnesota. That's me.
Excuse you, George.
Gnomes are going to be hard.
Oh dear.
Bless me. Married Pat 1000, I love making twist and pop cards. They are very impressive and much easier to make than they look. And that's what you're saying here, right, Debbie, aren't you?
Absolutely. They're a lot easier to make than you know, because they're just, we've done all the hard work for you. In the fact of the matter is that we've brought the dies out to create this particular design, to create that wow factor each and every single time. So that is the outer part, George. There's no score lines in that, but I'll explain a little bit more about that in a moment.
Okay.
What I'm just going to do is take off my low tack tape, like so. Just going to give it a little tap. Bit of fire everywhere, honestly.
Fine, just a little trace.
Now, the lovely thing about this, and I'm just going to pop my die back onto its platform just for a second. Platform, look at me. Put my die back into place. Carrier sheet, thank you very much, producer Georgina, for helping me out there. So literally now, and can I just tell you, there is instructions in the sheets.
Oh, perfect.
So there is for the mechanism a little instruction.
Yeah.
And inside each one of the designs there is also some instruction.
Great stuff.
Now at the moment it's very plain. And you can see it's very plain. We'll introduce some colour into it in a moment, but I just want to show you these score lines. The score lines are already in there. You just manipulate it into place like so. And you always start with I'm going to call it the mountain.
Yeah.
And then bringing these two in. So again, you've got the score line into place. So I'm just going to tease that into its place.
Yeah.
And bring that forward. And again, just make sure those score lines are in place.
Perfect.
So I'm going to do that with all of those. But first, I am going to introduce some colour into this.
Lovely.
Pop that there like so. So you've got your two, now if I just hold it like that, it's almost like an M shape.
Yeah.
That's how that would give you the folds to create that twist. Perfectly demonstrated there by our gorgeous George. So, first things first though, we'll add a little bit of colour. I'm just going to use some tri-blends. I'll just colour one in, but again, you could be running through different colours of cardstock. You could paper piece onto the top. I'm just going to cheat a little bit. Because I've got my tri-blend brush pens and we're just going to give it a colour. Now I've put a bit of scrap underneath it, George, and I am using my brush pens because I can lay down quite a bit of colour on this. But again, it's just showing you, and I'll just show you this one and then I'll show you my finished one that I've already done. But just simply colour them in. Paper piecing would be lovely, so you could use your textured cardstock, add that to the top of them. But there's loads of ways that you can do this, but I'm stripping it back to basics and I'm just using my colouring medium for this.
Lovely.
Like so.
Love this. Some great ideas with these as well. They're so much fun, aren't they? They really are a fun card, and you can have just go crazy with them. Design whatever you want, paper piecing, using your different kinds of material on them. Remember, if you want to get involved in the show this evening, comment below on YouTube or Facebook. Remember, if you've got any pictures from the craft along that we did earlier, Debbie, you did win demo of the show earlier.
I know, I was a bit shocked. I'm not going to tell, well, because Carol and Hayley told me, but I was a little bit shocked because they're stuff that they've been bringing out today. Oh my God. I saw the first one from this one. I mean, I'm not going to be put out at all because, oh my God, their stuff is amazing. Did you see that beautiful one that won this morning's?
Yeah, it was gorgeous, wasn't it?
Oh my goodness me, absolutely stunning. It's just been so lovely to have them in the studio with us. I'm a massive fan of all things Dreamies. I always look forward to getting to do one of the shows.
Yeah.
Excuse me, George.
That's right, my darling. Again, they are, I mean, Hayley and Carol are lovely people as well, and Jim's here as well, so always fun. Here is what you could have made it early. If you did miss the craft along, don't forget, head back to YouTube, just type in craft along, and you'll see the one that happened. And there's loads of craft alongs to have a go at as well. You can get all the great latest products as well, so you can join in with them. Hopefully you've got some crafty inspiration. Remember as well, tomorrow, more shows coming up for you as well. Remember as well, that if you're going to get as well today your Club Inspire discount, and we are also celebrating National Craft Month. Yes, we are, and you've got that great deal for you on the website. 30% off your selected crafting quilt tools. There it is for you, the pattern guides, 30% off on that National Craft Month at the moment. You can head to the website to have a look at that today. And St. Paddy's Day tomorrow. I'm not here tomorrow, but I know that we'll be having some fun and frolics throughout the shows, and there may be some extra deals on the website. I know, sometimes you might get a little, on St. Paddy's Day, a little bit of a cheeky little bonus, eh? Brucey bonus. Are you going to have a Guinness tomorrow?
Oh, I've got to be in mood for Guinness. And to be fair, Guinness only tastes like Guinness when you're in Ireland. It's not the same over here.
Is it not?
No, because I've been to Ireland and
I've never
it's
been.
completely different. Oh, it's a beautiful place. Honestly, it's a gorgeous place. If you ever get the chance, definitely get over there.
I do want to try it over this year, yeah.
Now, I'll just show you what I've done up to now. Can you see this is where I put a bit of scrap paper down underneath, just to catch the extra bits. But I'm just going to bring in the one that I've, I'll show you actually, because what you're going to do is you're going to stick this down onto the top. Once you've coloured it all in, simply stick it down so that you get in the end, this is the piece that will look. And all I've used is the True Blue blend, excuse me, the orange blend. This one is actually the purple blend, would you believe?
No way.
Yeah, and then the dark red blend, and that's the colours that I used.
Great.
And then all I've done, once you've got it stuck down, you're just going to manipulate the rest. So you're going to do exactly the same with your folds.
Yeah.
You could use your scoreboards if you want to, but you're just manipulating it. Once it's stuck into place, you've got that mechanism working, so like so. So if I turn it that way again, you can see all the pieces. You need a valley, and a mountain. And if you remember that each and every single time, you will not far go wrong, George, at all. So now what we need to do is bring in, so I'm going to bring in the card lace. I've actually fetched in one of our sentiments that we have. I've been having a little look in the paper library.
No
that
way.
paper library is absolutely beautiful, George, and I've just seen the most gorgeous, in the celebration section, the most beautiful papers that I thought worked really well with this one.
Yeah.
So I've made myself a 5x7 card base, and I've actually decorated it. Look at the white, just such gorgeous papers. If you haven't got the paper library, this is just one of many papers. There's 150 sheets in there. Absolutely beautiful. And I've just lined the inside because we're going to now stick the mechanism in. Now, for me personally, I don't want to start fiddling trying to stick all of this in before I put my mechanism in.
Yes.
I put my mechanism in first. So, with that said, going back to those cross lines, George, I'm going to put my glue onto here. Now, I am going to use red liner tape again, just because it is extremely strong and it's perfect for this style of construction. If you think about your twist and pop, each and every single time it comes out, you want to make sure that it's a super strong adhesive.
Absolutely.
And I've got a little bit of an overhang at the moment, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to trim that down. I want to make sure I've got it, and I'm doing it on both sides, George.
Lovely.
So I'm just going to trim that off.
Yeah, well, just let me remind you guys, with the red line tape, it is on its way out in the sense that we are selling out quite quick. We've lost the 12mm, guys. We've got stock of the 3mm and the 6mm. However, there's a 10% saving there, guys. But remember, if you are wanting to get red liner tape, I'm urging you to stock up. You saw what happened with the tape pens, and they took so long to get back in stock. This could happen again with the red liner tape, and I would hate for you to be missing out on any red liner tape. Here's the price for you at 10% saving. That 3-pack there, that's for the 6mm, £6.99, $16.99, and you've also got the option for the 3mm as well. The 12mm has sold out. Here is signed out. Sam's going, enough of this. I'm waiting. There's a 3-pack for you on the 3mm, £6.49, $12.99. So again, urgency on that red liner tape, because if it's anything like the tape pans, it could take a long time to come back into stock. Miriam's just said, I ordered some of the Dreamies MDF last time they were on the show, and in the process of painting them before decorating them. We'd love to see them once they're finished. Samantha just got a very pleasant surprise. My Crafter's Companion order I placed on the 3rd of March arrived today. The new mini memory collection. Oh, I remember that show with Leanne. That have the cutest little drawers, pulls and box corners, and 5 packs of Dreamies paper pads. Oh, you jammy so-and-so. Hey, Samantha, listen, don't go anywhere, because we'll be showing those paper pads from Dreamies a little bit later on. The Moody Purple, it's not, I just realised, like, our colour is purple, isn't it?
Yes.
So we don't, no one here is Moody Purple.
A what?
A Moody Purple.
A Moody Purple?
That's what it's called, isn't it? Moody Purples.
Oh, they are beautiful. Honestly, absolutely gorgeous papers, gorgeous products. I can't speak highly enough, because I mean, I've worked with Dreamies products. They're just simply stunning. They really are. And Carol and Hayley and Jimmy, they really are a dream team to work with.
They're a dream
and they
team.
bring some absolutely fabulous products to us, literally the most gorgeous things. Right, before I actually decorate the outside, I just wanted to make sure, the reason I've already put that in there, George, I wanted it to be dry, because of the mechanism, but I'm going to show you now. I've put my tape on both sides of the worker part, and then remember where to put those crosses, I've put my red liner tape into place as well. That'll come in handy when we come to start bringing in the centrepiece. But first things first, I'm going to turn this just to this side, and what I'm going to do, George, is I am going to just take off my tape, like so, the covering at the top, and then this point, can you see the pointed part? You want it to go up to the flush line, so the score line itself. You don't want it hanging over. You don't want it hanging too loose underneath. You want it just to go into that centre.
I see.
Once you're happy with where it is and you've got it positioned, you can then shut your card, give it a little burnish, and then you've got that first bit stuck in. Now, if you turn it round, we're going to do exactly the same with the other part as well. So I'm going to take off my red liner tape, like so. And I always prefer to do it this way. I'm not going to lie.
Right.
Just makes life a little bit easier. Now, that's the back part of my card. But what you've got now is that you've got, oops, I've better have put the right opening in the right way around, you daft mare. Actually, I might get away with it. In fact, I probably will get away with it. Phew! You know, when you have these ideas, if you wanted to do it the other way, so if you had a fold going the other way, you would do exactly the same. If you just remember that little pointer parts go into that centre fold, but look how that just now, and that's the movement that you want. You've done all the burnishing, we haven't done any of the measuring because it's being done for us in the die, but we've done all those crisp burnished score lines, we put the glue in the right place. But now what's missing? What's missing, George?
Sentiment. The
Yay! Absolutely. So going back now into our piece, the top corner is going to line up with your present, And I literally just have a little gander at where I want it to go. That's what's going to explode when I open it up. But we're just going to make sure now that that goes into that top corner. So you're going to take off your red liner tape. And I tell you, it's much easier doing it this way than doing it, putting it all the middle and then trying to get the middle in all together. Just makes it a little bit easier, a bit cleaner. And we like to do things simple. I don't know about anybody else, but I like to make sure my life is simple. Yes, exactly, a simple life. So I'm going to go back in now and I'm going to position that into place. Before I actually burnish really heavily, so I'm just giving it a little touch with my finger, I'm going to make sure that the mechanism flows. And when I say flows, it makes it a bit easier. I'm trying to do it where I can show you. It's very difficult, fingers and thumbs. But again, I'm just going to take off my red liner tape. And before I burnish it properly, all I'm going to do now is position the bottom part, so the bottom panel of that present, into that bottom corner. But like I said, before I actually fit it in, I want to make sure that that movement, when it closes, so literally fold and give it a little burnish into that centre, like so. And this is before, and I just want to make sure I've got that flow going right. So before I actually commit, I can think that's going to do it. So commit to that stick and give it a little burnish. This is where you can decorate the inside of your card if you want to do. I'm going to do mine on the front. So we're going to have, so the presents pop open. Let me just bring out my little pokey tool to remove the backing. Like so. And again, I'm just using the papers that come from that pad. Absolutely beautiful. And then I'm going to finish it off with a little happy birthday. And I've just matched colours that I thought would work really well with that theme. Beautiful, that paper library. I know it's not on the show at all, but if it is still available, it's well worth all the beautiful papers in there. And sometimes we forget about them as well. So I'm going to place my happy birthday onto the front. And then are you ready? So I've got the right, let me just make sure I've got the right way around. I'm just making sure I've got it the right way around. We're going to give that last burnish, good burnish in that centre. And are you ready? Love it, absolutely love it. And again, until it's done it a few times, you just make sure when you keep doing it, isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely love it. And you just need to make sure that it's a few times where it's done it and you get that lovely twist and pop every single time. Marvellous. And it just goes into play. Oh, sorry, I'm doing it the wrong way around. Sorry. There you go. And that, I mean, I could have decorated more inside there, but I've kept it really plain and simple for that first one. Just on the front, on the centre, and then just get that lovely twist and pop going so that when it opens up, your recipient will be like, wow, how did you do that? Perfect. Absolutely amazing.
Brilliant. Loads of love coming in for this. Shade is just saying, George, I'm a collector of Dreamies papers. They are so stunning. And I never see them repeat their papers, so I'm so selfish using them. And Julie asks, how many GSM is the Dreamy paper? 120 GSM.
Are you just checking?
120, I did think it was 120. And Alison says that card looks fab. All made possible with the advanced twist and pop die collection. First of all, you're going to get the mechanism within there as well for you. Everything there to make those incredible cards. Starting off first of all with your mechanism, that's going to be essential. Then you've got the oval frames. And don't forget, all the little elements as well. Then you've got the frames, the precious secrets. You have got the balloon bouquet, should I say? Not boutique. That is there for you. You've also going to be getting in here, sending love. Ooh, yeah. From me to thee, as if you're from Debbie's neck of the woods. However, from me to you. And last but not least, of course, the cupcakes. The wonderful Cake Time. There it is for you again. A brilliant collection. Remember, you get them for two for £30 or $35. Alternatively, you're going to get that bundle there. Yeah, because I mean, like, look at this. So it's £30, $35 for two. For a couple bit more, you're going to get all 6 of them. And the mechanism. And you're going to get that great saving if you Club Inspire. A huge saving. Rose is saying, love it. It is a love for it. We've got loads of love coming in today, loads of great stuff in for the show. So, we're going to look at the small guillotine. Now, it is back in stock with a saving, the small guillotine. So many uses for your guillotine. So many great uses. Remember as well, it's got your extendable ruler in there. It's got a great blade. And again, when we talk about the blade, it's more of a sword. £46.37, $51.18, a huge saving on your small guillotine today. This is huge. I can't believe the saving on this. When I can find it, I've got it written down somewhere. The small guillotine. What is the saving, Georgina, on the guillotine? Oh, there it is. 15%, a humongous saving. I look at your platinum price. Debbie, what is so good about the small guillotine?
Well, it's not just a guillotine. I'm not lying, it's not just a guillotine. There is an actual worker element into this board. And if I just do that, you can hear it. It's actually a scoring tool as well. So it's perfect, and it's a great handy side. It's very lightweight. And as you pointed out, George, this is not just any old guillotine, because this is not just a metal ruler. It's a proper, a blade. I'm going to say that blade, and you can hear that. And I'm not even putting any cardstock through there. But it has got that worker element too. I'm just trying to find a scrap of paper just for a second. Just bear with me a second.
No worries, darling.
Perfect, I've got one here. So literally, you've got your measurements, and you've got your measurements in inches on the bottom part of here, and then your centimetres on the top. Our seems to have had a walkabout. We do have, and I'm just trying to look for it, George, because it's got to be in here somewhere. Has someone been teasing?
Do you want to use the one out of my box?
Well, the thing is, it is the scoring tool that comes with it, so it's a little bit daft having...
Craig.
Are we blaming?
I'm
You're
always
blaming Craig. Is it hobby maker today? We can't blame Craig.
I always blame Craig.
You can't blame my little hottie Scotty. You can't blame Craig. Let's have a think. What else can we blame?
You can use this one from mine, Debbie.
Thank you very much, George.
I'm going to watch you like a hawk with it, though.
But it fits beautifully into there. So you've got your lovely worker scoring tool in there, and you simply, I mean, I'll cut this down to, let's have a look what we've got size-wise. We'll go to 6 inches. So I'm using the bottom piece. Remember, please remember that underneath there is a very sharp blade. It is a blade, and it is a real razor sharp one to give you that precise cut each and every single time. Let's go to 5 inches for this one. Excuse me. So when I pop that back on there, if I take it up there back to the 6 inches, if I go to the 3-inch mark, this worker element on here enables me to literally get the perfect little nameplate or whatever it is that you want to use, but it gives you that perfect measurement, the perfect cut each and every single time, and then it simply sits into the corner. And like I said, this is a proper workhorse of a guillotine, but a portable scoreboard as well that's in there. Leanne, like when I asked Leanne about it when I first saw it, I remember not long after I started on the TV team, I did some, we did like an open day up at the local hotel, and she showed it me, and I was like, the fact that it's got the scoreboard in there means that you don't have to go out with multiple items. You know, when you go into your craft places and your groups, you've got your scoreboard in there as well as your guillotine at the same time. So for me, it's a very multifunctional guillotine. It's small in size. In the terms of size-wise, it goes to 6 1/4 inches or 15.5 centimetres. And you've got all your grids on there, and it's both sides, so you can cut both sides as well. So you've got the measurements there at top and bottom to line things up perfectly. Absolutely fabulous. I can understand why it's called the hero tool, because I literally would not live without mine now. I use it all the time. It is a super sharp guillotine that gives you crisp, clear cuts every single time, and you've got that worker part in there on the base of your fabulous scoring tool as well.
Absolutely brilliant price as well. £21.24, $29.70. Look at your Club Inspire price as well. Incredible. Shirley is saying ding dong notification, shadow box collection, and a few goodies coming today. Yippee, yippee indeed. A great deal for you as well on your Centura Pearl and glitter card. 120 sheets, 6 different great families of colours, a 20% saving for you. Let me show you within the different colours that you're getting. So you're going to get a Centura Pearl and the glitter card for each corresponding colour. So starting off here first of all with your ivory. So there's our wonderful Centura Pearl. It is incredible cardstock, along with that glitter cardstock as well. 250 GSM. You're also going to get it within your black as well. Excuse me. So there's your black Centura Pearl, and there is your black glitter card. You can't really see it in the polythene, but I promise you, it is beautiful. It is very glittery. Then going into your gold, I always find black glitter. It's a really weird concept because you just think black's a dull colour, but actually it's a great colour. There's your gold for you as well. Moving over to your rose gold. There it is for you, the Centura Pearl and the glitter card. Then you've got your copper. Again, two great colours. And wrapping it up, your pale silver, your metallics as such, your more industrial colours. £36.99 and $61.99. Stock's getting very low on this, guys, so if you're wanting to get the Centura Pearl, you need to be getting it now. You're also going to get your Club Inspire discount, £29.59, $49.59. Remember, always get your Club Inspire discount. If you are brand new to us here at Crafters TV, it's great to have you. Welcome along. However, if you're sat there going, what is your Club Inspire discount? Well, here's Sarah. Tell you more about it.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash. Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set. Quick Buy, get yours now.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to Crafters TV. My name is George Akid. Happy Wednesday, wherever you are in the world. Loads of you getting in touch today. Remember, if you've got any questions or anything you want to ask and get involved in the show, it is your hump day today, like a camel. Camel humps. That was my picture of a camel. Talking of great deals and great prices, look at this. Your Resist stamp collection now. 3 brilliant stamps, 3 brilliant prices. 3 great deals for you here. Starting off first of all with your delightful butterflies. Again, so Resist stamping, you perfect for your embossing, perfect for that wonderful ink technique. You're also going to be getting in here the wildflowers and butterflies. And wrapping up this collection, the swirling Favours, floral, should I say, a great collection, a huge saving on this today, a 60% saving. £9.58, $11.94, a great price. And look at that Club Inspired price, under a tenner each currency. £7.66, $9.55. That is ridiculous. I remember when these launched and they went crazy. So, resist stamps, Debbie. When we talk about resist stamps, what is a resist stamp? What is that technique?
It's when you apply heat embossing techniques. So these stamps are perfect for heat embossing techniques. To create the resist, you need to have it heat embossed. So when you pop on your inks of choice, because I'm going to use water reactive inks, if I get a chance later on, I'm going to use some sparkle pens, because you create a resist technique over the top of the stamp, which means that you can create real instant backgrounds over your stamped image, and it kind of resists on top of that on top of that design. They're absolutely beautiful. They was designed with that craft in mind of that resist technique. However, I want you to look at these stamps and think of the colouring potential as well, and then take a look at that price, £9.58 or $11.94 for 3 big stamps that will create your resist techniques and that will also enable you to start your colouring journey if you want to colour them in as well. They're just absolutely fabulous. I've just got a couple of little samples before we go into that demo to show you how easy these work, but honestly, this is the effect that you get. Now, this is using white embossing powder, which looks beautiful with, and I think if I remember rightly, I did that one with inks, water reactive inks. This one itself is a beautiful design. Let me just show you the full effect of that one. So you can create them onto any kind of styles, but can you see how it resists against the stamp when you heat set it? And again, another lovely one there, really pastel-y ones that Leslie did with that one, and using the water reactive ink pads again. Like I said, I have got a demo planned later on with a sparkle pen to show you, but what I'm going to show you is the simplest, purest form, and I'm going to use the swirling florals. Beautiful, great big design, gorgeous florals in there. I've popped it already ahead onto my stamping platform, but before I start, I am going to use an anti-static bag just over the top, and that's just to clear it of any fingerprints going to get in there, because I am going to be using, now, sticky ink, where have you gone? I knew I'd forgotten something. Let me just find it. I found it. I found it.
I was just going to say, Stephanie's been in touch. Well, hello again, everyone. Sorry I'm late, but it's hard to stay inside when the temperature outside is 70 degrees and the sun is shining.
Where's this?
In America, I'm guessing. I think 70 Fahrenheit. Well, I'm not sure what that is. Tomorrow it'll be rain off and be much more cooler. Hope everyone is having a grand day. What is 70 Fahrenheit? Let me do some Googling.
What's that when it's at home?
Degrees.
I can't even remember those times.
70 Fahrenheit in degrees Celsius.
It's a bit wet and grey up here up north today. Now I'm using my water, and I'll just show you again. And I say mine. This is the studio one. Look at the state of that. We need a clear one. But this is the translucent clear, which is perfect for heat embossing. And it says it again, and it gives you that little clue. Resist is the one to use when you're using your clear embossing powders or your white embossing powders or your black embossing powders. Of course, you could use pigment inks for that as well. But for this particular purpose, and I'm giving it, I don't know if you've noticed, George, but I'm not going on like heavy-handed. It's light taps, little light taps all the way across. And I'm making sure I've covered the entirety of that stamp. Big stamps, these, George. These measure at 6x4. That's a big stamp. And then all I'm going to do, George, is I'm placing it into the little footwells there, so I'll pop that in, and then I'm going over the top, and I'm going to make sure, or try, to give it a good coverage all over.
It's 22 degrees 70 Fahrenheit.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
that's
22
nice and warm,
degrees Celsius. I could put that.
Yeah, that's nice and warm. I'm just going to give it a bit of a push down because I don't have much strength in my hands, which is why, can I tell you, perfect platform for me is a stamping platform because it enables me to get that, if I've missed any areas, I can go back in with it. So again, I'm just going to make sure I've covered all of the areas. Let's just give it a good coverage. And I think if I lift that off and have a little peek, I might be able to have a... Yeah, I think I have covered it. I think I have. I think. Let me just check that top bit again. No, I have. Yeah, I can see there. It's very difficult with clear ink. Very difficult. I can tell Debbie's been here. She likes to pop a little bit of
stick and spray.
Repositional spray just onto there to stop it from moving. Does help, I'm not going to lie. If you don't want any movage, is that a word? You don't want anything moving. I'm just going to stick some white card underneath just to sprinkle my clear embossing, sorry, not clear, it's white embossing powder. This is a Creative Expressions one. Just pop that across. And I'm covering the whole of that area. I'll just sprinkle it across. I've just realised, George, I've got my fan on. So I'm going to try and do this very delicately.
I have all the faith in you.
Well, when I saw it, then I thought, yeah, that's the thing that went on there. But I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just start to heat set there.
Yeah.
But I'm going to put that inside because I know what I'm like. I have got one pre-done, just in case. But we'll just strip it back to the bare essentials and we'll just use it now. So I'm just going to clear that area just for a second, George. And before I start blowing my heat tool, I'm going to go like so and get rid of all the excess. And then you're simply going to heat set that now. So you'll take your heat tool and then just heat set it. That's all you're going to do. So while I'm doing that, George, and I'm just going to literally take that across.
Yeah, with your quiet heat tool.
With my quiet heat tool, absolutely. I love my quiet heat tool. It's amazing. But I'm just heat setting that now. If your fingers are sensitive to heat, hold it at the other end.
Or a pair of tweezers.
Or a pair of tweezers, yeah. And then watch that just transfix. Now, it's very difficult white on white, but I'll show you. In fact, I can see it setting now. And I'm just going to heat set that all the way around. I do love a bit of embossing powder and the effect that it does.
Love it.
It's a gorgeous technique.
I just can't get over that price.
It's amazing price.
Stamps. Georgina was saying they're £8 individually, $10 individually.
Wow.
Their stamps. So you're paying a price for one stamp and you're getting the 2 others for free. Look at that Club Inspired Platinum price as well, £7.66, $9.55. You'll be getting 20% off your first order as well. If it's your first time shopping with us, you'll get 20% off. So say hello if it's your first time watching. Maybe you've never bought anything today. Maybe it's your first time watching Crafters TV. Let us know where you are in the world. We'll say hello to you and it'll be great to have you on the show. So much to get in. We're just about 10 minutes away now from Dreamies crew back in the studio. Hayley and Carol are going to be back in the studio for that wonderful final visit from them. So much love for the Dreamies stuff, some great products, a lot of stuff flying off the shelves, guys. I know a lot of stuff will be selling out already. So if you've got anything Dreamies in your basket, do not mess about. But how is that heat embossing doing there?
Well, I can see, I'm not going to do all of it because when you said 10 minutes, I started to panic. Can you see it there, just reflecting? I wonder if it'll show up on my other piece. Let me see if I can get in, because I've chopped one down to size. Let's see if you can see it. Let's see if our George can come in and see it, because I've done the whole of this one. All you're going to do is heat set. Perfect. I think actually, George, that,
good.
Yeah, there we go. So you can see when Debbie can pick it up and hold it for a change, but you let it heat set, and obviously make sure it's heat set all the way across there.
Yes.
Now, all I'm going to do is, and I want to get this demonstration finished, I'm going to bring in our water reactive ink pads. So I've chosen 3 different colours here. I've gone for lemon tonic, orange and the honey pot as well. But you're going to see now, and you can faintly see it there in the camera. Perfect, George, absolutely perfect. Thank you very much. But I'm going to just take now my ink pads. I'm going to pop on my dauber, or ink applicator, fill it with ink, and then watch that magic happen. And now it resists against that. Can you see it?
Yeah,
absolutely. Honestly, I love them. They're just incredible. I just love the whole idea of these, and you can see that where it's resisted again, so it's bounced off there, and that's because you've heat set it, and that's the important part, is getting that bit ready. I've obviously let mine cool. This is one that I pre-did, but I'm just going to go all the way across there so that you can see that. And let's just bring that in. And I'm going to put on a little different colour. Shall we go in with a honey pot, George? Let's go in with a bit of honey pot.
Yeah, let's go with a little bit of honey pot.
The same colour family, so I'm going to pick that up as well. And then go over. And you'll see the more colour you build up, you can see that effect really, really well. In fact, you know what? I might not use I might use a bit of orange, actually.
Go on.
Because I do like orange.
Live a little.
But can you see now?
Yeah.
That darker colour really
Wow.
just lifts it. I've just added the two colours because I do love this colour family together. And again, it's very bright and very vivid and very resisting of the ink over the embossed image.
Yeah.
And you can see that really perfectly with this one. It's an age-old technique. It's been around for a few years, but we wanted to create some stamps to make it really easy to achieve this look. And I think we hit the jackpot with these when we launched these. I can't believe we've only got 3 left though. But how amazing is that price today? That's an incredible price to get them. I'm going to go in with the orange and I'll just go around that centre part.
Lovely. Look at that.
Just looks fabulous when it's all popped on together. And you can see it's not stuck to the stamped image, and that's because it's been heat set with that clear embossing powder, but really just pop. You can see it now. Started off live as that plain piece, which looks quite invisible to start with, but when you add your ink onto it, it looks just fabulous. It really does. And I'm just going to add a little bit more dark into there, into the centre pieces. But just choose your colours.
Easy as that?
It really is, yeah. Really, really is. Oh gosh, that looks like... I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to bring in my guillotine. Now let me trim this down to size.
Which is that great deal as well on your guillotine as well at the moment.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, Debbie, don't be throwing it. Look at me, I'm throwing this away.
Look at me.
Well, dearie me, what's wrong with me? Let me put that, we'll unplug that for a second. Just put that back under there. And just trim this down to size.
I still can't get the price of the guillotine today as well.
It's an amazing price, and it does mean that you can, I mean, I'm just chopping this down, but it makes life so much easier and can be really, really precise.
Yeah.
Look how gorgeous that's
That
looking.
is good. Timothy's asking, will any photopolymer stamp resist? So could you do this technique with any stamp?
Yeah. Absolutely, any stamp, you can create that. What we just decided when we wanted to do these resist stamps was to create a really large, image to help with that technique, which is why we brought these stamps out for that whole reason. Now, I'm just going to bring in my card, George, because I have got a card base here. Just want to give this, how are we doing for time? Oh, that's okay.
Plenty of time.
I'm just looking for my wipes, though. I've put my wipes down somewhere because I'm trying to keep this platform clean. I don't want that ink to go everywhere, all over my card. So let's just push all that ink off. Let's put the card together. Now, I've just gone with a 5x7 card. These are 4x6, so I've made myself a little card myself at 5x7. Let's pop that down. I've brought in some, literally, pieces, just some mats and layers, and I'm just going to make sure that that's the perfect size. Yeah, that's perfect. And I'm just going to literally do some mat and layering. I'm wanting to give you the paper pad off the top of my head, but it's the pearlescent. Do you know the double-sided pearlescent 12x12 paper pads? And it's one of those that's got the beautiful navy colour in, and the colour pad has escaped me because I can't remember. It's a while ago since I did this prep kit all ready for tonight's show. It's a fair few nights that I've had a sleep on since, so I can't remember which one I got it from. But I'm just doing a little bit of matting and layering. And then lastly, before I put those on, I'm going to position that into place, and then I'm going to just lift it with a bit of foam, like so. Let's get you into place.
Lovely. Tracy's in the building. This is where I know things are getting close to Dreamies coming in. Look. She's looking at me, all excited. Are you ready, Tracy, for this? I love it. Don't forget, Dreamies are coming your way very, very shortly here on Crafters TV. Moments away. Seriously though, Tracy, I know you're low with Dreamies. When you see it, you can't help buy it. What have you bought? Nothing.
That's not like Tracy.
That's not like Tracy.
Let me tell Hayley and Carol, the first person that's on that internet when we've got a Dreamies show is Tracy. She is an absolute massive fan of all Dreamy products.
Pleasure of opening all the boxes with everything in them, and I can see it like I'm getting that and that and that. But you've been very busy working today, haven't you? You've been non-stop today.
I've barely seen her
You're
today.
always busy. I know.
She's been so busy.
Well, I know she's been busy because my throat's really dry.
Tracy, you see, that's it now. She's going to let that throat dry out even more.
Thirsty. Ooh, they're not my cups. They are not my cups on that shelf.
No, can we just point out they're Joe's?
They're Joe's cups.
You ought to see the stash of cups that he's left behind.
And
if
his
he's
bottle.
watching, Joe.
And I won't mind, he's got his bottle there, right? His bottle, which has his name on. It's like he couldn't get away with there. It says Joe Remblance. What's his name? Remblance, TV superstar. It's crazy what you can buy for yourself, isn't it? Put that back on the shelf.
What are you like?
What am I like?
And then I'm just popping on here now a sentiment, and again it's just a sentiment from our range, from our one of our mini collections that we've had, and I'm just popping a little thank you, and I don't really think it needs anything else on there, but just showing you how fabulous those stamps work with that ink, and you've just seen me do that live on air. How beautiful you can create using these fabulous stamps. The price itself is sensational, let me just tell you, George. 3 great big stamps, 6x4, potential to do all your resist techniques, potential to use not just your water reactives, but maybe your sparkle pens as well. We've got some sparkle pens on the show, but absolutely incredible. And I know you're going to love them when you get them home. If you've not tried them before at that price, you probably never will.
Absolutely, a brilliant price. Remember, you're paying that price, £9.58, $11.94 for 3 stamps. Buy themselves at £8, $10. Look at that price that you're paying there. Club Inspire price, £7.66, $9.55. Great price for you on your Rose Gold Junior Gemini. A brilliant price. It's incredible. It's usually £200. However, half price, UK only, plus that extra 20% off if you're Club Inspire. $79.99 for a brand new machine. There's not many left of the Rose Gold, so if you are wanting to get one of those, listen, they're a great machine. Before we show you a brilliant video which shows you all the features of the Rose Gold, let me remind you, Debbie's saying goodbye for now. She's going to be back in an hour's time. Hayley and Carol are going to be here in the studio with Dreamies. It's going to be a great next hour. I'll see you after this, but remember, this video tells you everything that you need to know about the Gemini machine.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
you entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Hello, yes, welcome back to Crafters TV. Guys, it's going to be a great show. We have got so much coming up for you. Thank you, Debby Robinson. She's back in an hour's time. But for now, we're joined in the studio, joined by Dreamies, aka Hayley and Carol. Good evening, ladies.
Hello.
Look at them, they're like little troublesome two. Plus you two, plus Jimmy, who sat in the dressing room. What's he doing? Just eating?
He's designing.
He's designing it as we speak. Ooh, very exciting. So, if you are brand new, who are Dreamies?
Well, Dreamies is, like you say, it's us two and my partner Jimmy as well. So he does our MDF. But we started about 12 years ago now, initially with stamps, CD-ROMs, and then we went into paper pads, embellishments, MDF. I mean, I've crafted all of my life because Mum's crafted all of her life.
Yeah.
And you've done everything, haven't you?
Yeah, well, not everything, but I've dabbled in a few different things. Yeah, crocheting, cross stitch, paper craft, everything. We just have a go at everything when you're a true crafter, I think, don't you? So
absolutely.
Yeah.
So much love for Dreamies, and if you've not seen Dreamies before, my goodness, you are in for a treat. Some brilliant products. We're starting off first of all with this, the Nesting Planter Collection. 3 great sizes here. You're getting everything. You're getting the large one that you see here for you. You're also going to get the medium, and you're also going to get the small. 60% of the stock has gone. £14.99, $21.68. There's so many options with these. Embellishments, you could put flowers in here, you could varnish this, use this outside. Toys, toolbox for your craft room, that brilliant price. Platinum price as well, you come and buy £11.99, $17.34, a brilliant price, and you're getting so much. Now, when you put this all together, actually, they come in flat pack MDF sheets. This is what you're getting for your money, a brilliant collection, which I know so many of you are going crazy for today, and that ridiculous price where you're getting that extra 10% off is just incredible. That can be yours today. Remember, you also get a Club Inspired discount on everything at Dreamies today. Also, the basket artboard collection. Now, there are 3 different baskets within this collection. I've got 2 wonderful examples here for you, and I mean, there's so much you could do with these baskets. 60% of the stock has gone on these at £7.99, $11.60, a 10% saving. Remember your Club Inspire discount at £6.39, $9.28. A brilliant price. And when you're paying that, you're not paying that for 1, you're paying that for 3, which is just incredible. Some great deals for you today. Now, these are very clever, what we're going to show you. The Nordic and the Bunny Gnomes. Fans of gnomes and bunnies and Dreamies, and you can see it here. You're going to get 2 males, 2 females. Now the males are, here's one here because they have no pigtails, and you can see the pigtails there. £8.99, $13.07, 60% of the stock has gone. Club Inspire price, £7.19, $10.46. You're going to get those, so much within those, and the Nordic, the little hats, the bunny ears, so many great details, the eggs. This is what you're getting, individual sheets as well. So much love for these. And a brilliant collection. You're going to get 2 of each. If you've got a family of 4, you can all decorate one, which would be perfect. A big family designing fun. Something else you could do as a family is design your own bunting. Yes, you could. I've got 2 great examples of the bunting for you today. A brilliant price. I mean, this one here, which has been made. You get 2 sheets of this one for you. Let me show you. Which one you like? Look at this one on the cupboards, George. Yeah, that's a great one there. On the cupboard doors, there it is. I'm not standing in front of the shop, guys. There it is. £7.49, $10.86. That is so much within this, and it's a great piece of bunting. There's so many great ideas. You can have some great fun with this. 10 triangles that you are getting there, and you can do whatever you want. Look at that Club Inspired platinum price, £5.99, $8.69. And when looking at the size of this, look at all the fun you can have with these. They really can go to town, whatever you wish. You can just have some great fun and a ridiculously low price as well. One more thing for you before we get into some lovely demos is the framed palette art. Now, these are humongous. Starting off with the star within this collection, you're getting the easels as well and the hangers. You're getting the stars as well. You're getting the love hearts as well. Circles. I mean, you really can have some fun with these. £13.49, $19.48. 55% 95% of the stock has gone on these. Look at everything that you're getting, the 6 different shapes. You're getting the heart, you're getting the circle, you're getting the hexagon, the square, the octagon, and the star and love heart as well. A brilliant collection and a brilliant price for TV today. So many great deals within the Dreamies. You can see the stock flying off the shelves. If you are wanting to get anything, do not sit on it because it will sell out. I'm going to promise you that now. It will sell out. Let's go into some wonderful demos. I promise you, they're not hard to get into, are they? Not really hard to create because you've got to knock something up for us so quickly here.
Yeah, they are really simple. So you do get a little sheet that shows you the layers, so you can see them. It's kind of like grayscale, so you'll see the different layers as they layer up on there on the image. But if you do have any problems at all, you're not sure what to do, it is us you speak to once you email us or call us, so you can do that as well if you do need a helping hand. But this is what we're going to create. So again, really simple. We've added a little bit of gesso just on his ears there to make them white, or her ears, sorry, it's definitely a girl, it's got pigtails. And then obviously we've used some of the country kitchen papers on there, a few of the flowers as well, and a bit of moss and thistle just to finish that off. But first off, I'll show you how simple it is to start to layer up. So
perfect.
If I bring in this layer first, so I've already attached one of the panels there, but what I tend to do is very much the same as what I did earlier on, if you saw with the vellum. So I will put a layer of vellum on there, add my next layer on the top, and then just draw myself around the pigtails, just like that, so that I know where it needs to go up to on my base layer. And if I'm being a bit stingy with my paper, which I tend to be, and also I don't like to see the paper coming out of the edge, so I will just leave it shy of the edge, and then the pigtails are going to cover over it, and we don't get any little bits of paper hanging out the sides. So again, you can do that with your bunny ears, so once you layer up those, you can draw around and see roughly where it's going to be, just to get your positioning right on your gnome. But you don't have to. If you just want to go straight ahead and cover them, you can do that as well.
Lovely.
So this one I've already started to cover, and you can see I've just left some of the edges there, and you can just run around the edge just with a craft knife there and take that away. And then just to keep it neat, you can pop yourself a nail file just around the edge as well, just to file it down a little bit.
It's as simple as that, really, isn't it?
It really is, yeah. And again, just because we're covering it with paper, it doesn't mean you have to. You can paint these, you can do whatever you want, you can just pop ink on there. There's so much you can do, and MDF does take a lot of mediums as well without much issue. So we'll just go around the edge then with the nail file here, and then we can add a little bit of ink as well, just to soften the edge.
Lovely.
But it is really easy to get that neat edge with a nail file or something similar. You can use a sanding block or anything like that. We've also, you know, if you go to a DIY store, you can get the little, it's kind of a nail file. It's like, I think it's a diamond tooth file or something. So you can get in with all the little pokey bits if you want to as well. And they're really affordable at the DIY store, not shop. It doesn't even matter what I say, it just all merges into one.
We know what you mean.
Right, so this one then is just going to layer on the top. So you can see I've not covered any of the area that we're not going to see, because there's no point really. You can do, but you don't need to. And then I've also got myself a little piece. I peeled it off. Where did I even put it? I don't even know. Oh, I've dropped it somewhere. It's a little piece that I was just going to do as her face. So if I just grab the paper pad, I can create it again for you. So I'm just using the watercolour paper. So it's just the pink here. So I just kind of want a little bit of an arched piece just to go as the little face.
I see.
So I'm just going to cut it into something like that sort of shape, and then we can position that just underneath. It'll be a little bit higher, so we can go about there. And then she's got a nice little face. And then we can add her a little necklace on, and she can have a little nose on there as well. Right, so if I just trim that just at the corners, just so that it's not going to stick out, then we can pop a little bit of glue just on the back. Spread that out a little bit. And then if we think roughly where it's going to want to go, about there, I would say.
Perfect.
So we can pop that on. And then, like I say, you've got the illusion that she's got a nice little face there. You don't necessarily need one, but I do just like to do that with them. So then we're going to layer this piece up again using wet glue. You can use hot glue, it's completely up to you, but they do come together so easily and so quickly. So we can layer that on there. So all I did with their pigtails is I've just used an alcohol pen just to colour onto
Okay.
there. And then I've just sanded it back a bit just to add that little bit, if you can just see along the edges, just a little bit of shading almost, just taking away that colour. And it's showing the MDF then underneath.
Lovely.
So then we can add on her nose. She also gets a little heart. And we can layer up the feet as well. So I've just got the panel for the hat still to cover.
Yeah.
So if you did miss how Mum covered hers earlier, I'll just show you quickly with this little piece, and the shoes actually, the shoes need covering. So I'll just add a little bit of glue onto them, and then I just tend to keep a little bit of my MDF just to spread that out. So you can just snap a little bit off your embellishment sheets or something like that, and just spread that out so you're not getting the glue all on your fingers.
Yeah.
But if you don't mind doing that, sometimes I'll use my fingers. It's completely up to you what you fancy doing. Depends what you've got on the next day. Like, I'm not crafting or I'm not doing anything special tomorrow, so I'll just shove my fingers in it.
Yeah. Best way, I think.
I feel like I should have left the dirty demo until last, because now I've had a blue finger all day. Right, so we'll just pop that on the top of there. And then I've also got, I think we'll give her some green shoes. So we'll pop a little bit of the sage green just off of here, and then just cover over the shoes. So again, just popping that straight on the top, and then you can trim around it with the scissors if you want to, so you can trim it pretty close. But if you did want to go with a knife, you can do that as well. It's completely up to you what you fancy. Because I know some people don't really like using craft knives, and I've definitely had my fair share of accidents with them myself.
Absolutely,
so.
yeah.
Right, so the nail file then is just going to take off just the edging, just to finish that off.
Perfect. Remember, got any questions for Hayley or Carol about crafting, about, I don't know, best place to get a mortgage? I don't know, whatever you want, but fine. Maybe some sneaky peeks of what's coming up, maybe what Jimmy's designing now.
Oh, did you want to know what he's designing?
Yes!
He's designing different shapes of guitars. You know the guitar box?
Yeah.
So he's designing like electric guitars, and he's got a flying V guitar that he's going to do. So we might be bringing them back next time.
I know when things get exciting is when George is like, yeah, cool. Like George is even like, yeah, cool, yeah, flying guitar, yes, that's what you need. That's why I know he's getting excited. George is even getting going on that crafting. The ukulele, playable. Do you think it's playable, the guitar?
Well, he said I imagine it would be. You know, if you did string it up properly, there's no reason it wouldn't.
If you don't know what we're on about, we can't guarantee the sound, but a few weeks ago you brought in your ukulele, your guitars, the box guitars, and they sold out very, very quickly.
Did you see one on Facebook that somebody had decorated in America?
No.
If you're watching Mariah, definitely send it in. We'd love to see it on air. But yeah, it's a I was going to say hot pink then. No, it's definitely purple. Yeah, it was in Dreamy Catchers, Georgina.
Lovely. And what's Dreamy Catchers?
Oh, yeah, sorry, just went off on...
I know what it is. I'm like
everybody knows. It's our Facebook group, so that's just where all of, I say all, some of our crafty followers do just converse with each other. They share lots of ideas and things like that, and it's a lovely group to be a part of. Right, so we've just got that layer there. So then I've also got my bunny ears. So you can see I've covered those in white gesso, and then I've just put a little piece of the same pink that we've used for her face behind. So
Popular.
we'll just
Hi, Carol.
add a little bit of glue.
Saying we've got 3,000 members in Dreamies.
Have we
in Dream
really?
Catchers, yeah. And then Carol was like, yeah, we have. I was like,
The last time I looked, it was like 2,000. That's amazing.
3,000.
Really? Wow.
So that's not 3,000 then, is it, Georgina? 2.9k. You're lying to us, Georgina. I never listened to you. You may know it. Loads. Jenny Woodland said hi all. Hi Jenny Woodland. Remember, if you want to get involved in the show, you can comment below, say hello. We'd love to know where you are in the world.
Right, so we've just popped her nose on there and her little ears and her hat. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue just to her feet as well, just to pop these little shoes on.
Lovely.
So on the original one I did do them in craft card, but it's not a problem. We've done them in green on this one. So we can pop those onto there, and then just for the bait, in fact I've still got her heart, so we'll edge that a little bit with a dinky inky. So we're going with the blue, just to lift that a little bit off of the colour of the dress she's wearing.
Terry's asking a question. Will the paper stick well enough if I've embossed the paper before gluing it onto MDF?
It will, yes.
Very good.
Yeah, so whether that's heat embossing or like a folder embossing, yeah, you can do that beforehand. Yeah, and then just stick it onto your MDF like a normal piece of paper or card.
Lovely.
Right, so then we've got the base. So I've just give this a really quick wipe just with some sage green, paint. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of the moss just around the front. And then we can see where she's going to be positioned and then add a little bit more if we need to.
Perfect. I just love, there's so much smell of MDF in the building.
It is really nice, isn't it, the smell?
Can you sell an MDF candle for me?
Oh, can you imagine?
Just smells of MDF.
If anyone knows how to make candles, then definitely get in touch. We'd love to make an MDF one. Right, so I'm just popping the moss along the front there, and then we can put our little gnome into the stand. And then you can glue her in if you want to, but obviously you don't have to. And then I'm just going to die cut a few little sugared blooms. So I've just got 2 layers of the paper that we've used on the hat as well.
Yeah.
And one of the sprigs, so we're just going to pop that onto a hat. So I'm using the Gemini Mini again.
Yeah.
And just popping that through. Oh, don't knock me gnome off.
I love the Gemini Mini, such a great machine.
It is.
Yeah.
I love the Mini. It's always on my desk. I say I love the Mini. I love them all, but it's the Mini that I use the most because it's on my desk. Right, so we take that die out. So this one's really nice in the sugared blooms. It's just a really nice fine sprig.
Here's the sugar blooms for you, the A4 stamp and die set, £19.99, $28.99, saving of 20%. Remember your Club Inspired discount applies to that, whatever your status, but if you're platinum, you're going to be paying £15.99, $23.19.
Do you know what? My pokey tool's not going in. I think I've got too much tape on the reverse of my die. There we go.
There it is.
Right, so I die cut, that'll be why I die cut 2 together. Sometimes I tend to do that and then you just end up with them all rammed in your die and then you can't get them out.
Yeah, absolutely.
So don't do that at home. Do what I say, not what I do. Right, so we've got the little sprig there, so you can see it's got all these tiny little hearts on it. So I'm just going to break that up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then that's just going to pop onto a hat as a little bit of an embellishment.
Lovely.
So there we go. And then we'll just break it up again and add another little bit for the other side that will be poking out of the flower.
Perfect.
So there we go, onto there. And then I will just grab my flowers. So I'm not going to do too much with them. I'm just going to squidge them up a little bit in my hand and then just pop that onto a hat as well, just hiding that little bit of glue. And then we can pop a little pearl in the centre there as well. And then same with the other flower, and that's just going to go at her feet. So you don't have to do too much with them if you don't want to,
no.
But you can make them dreamified like
Brilliant.
this if you wanted to.
Copyright 222.
Right, so then I'll just put her 3 little pearls on. So we've just got some of the little pearls just to pop on. So I'm just using the pickup tool. Sorry, it's already gone. Just into the centre there, as if she's got a little necklace on. And then we can add a little pom-pom onto her hat as well. So just the final 2 into the flower there. And on the bottom here. And then I've just got a nice little white pom-pom just for the end of her hat. Over here.
That looks incredible.
And it is super simple. So,
yeah.
Do you know, for people that are wanting to just get into MDF, like this is a great simple project. You know, it's just layers.
Yeah.
All you need to do is just cover them either with paint, with paper or something like that. And they just layer up and you've made a project without too much effort. So I think it's a great starting point, definitely.
It really is, and a brilliant price as well to start. Remember, you're getting 2 of the males, 2 of the females, £8.99, $13.07. They're just 2 of them. They're brilliant. You can do so much with them, and your Club Inspired discount on top of that at £7.19, $10.46. Now, hello, how are you? I'm good. You've also, as well, been loving the pearls, that great deal on the pearls. limited stock on the pearls, guys. Limited stock. They don't look that impressive like that. They make them a pretty little tower so you can see them. You get in, what did you say, Hayley? About 100 pearls in each, I think it is. Yeah, 100 pearls in each of the different colours. They're limited stock. £9.99, $14.49. Remember, your Club Inspire discount does apply in them. I did tell you with Dreamies, limited stocks do come around. The everyday sentiments, embellishments, perfect for whatever you're going to be using them for. Limited stock. The P has fallen. My P has fallen out. My P has fallen out. So there's my little piece falling out. The happiness there is. Stop it. Right. £7.99, $11.49. So easy to pop out these. Honestly, if you've. Do you know what I think as well? Sometimes I think people who have maybe got arthritis, not much grip in their wrists, or not much strength. Or honestly, I'm just finding really one that I can just push out. Like they pop out so easy without any force. They come really. That's it out. There's no force in that. So if you are someone who struggles with your wrists, I'll have to pay for this now. Is that, yeah, okay, right. If you do struggle with strength in your wrist, do not worry about that. £7.99, $11.59. Guys, you see it on the screen, limited stock. It's going to be going anytime soon. Sugar Blooms. Sugar Blooms. Let me get the flower. I'm sorry, Georgina. They're the ones that I didn't get. The MDF ones or the paper ones, the dye ones. I know what I'm doing. I promise I'm professional. Right, the Sugar Blooms. I am. Why are you looking at me, you two, like that? I am. The Sugar Blooms, a stamp and die set. So much love for these. You really can have some great fun with these stamps and dies. They are a great collection. £19.99, $28.99, saving 20%. Who spelled saving with an E? You've seen this in a lot of the demos today. Just one of those die stamps that are going to be there just in your crafty stash every single day. Club Inspire discount, £15.99, $23.19. Another great deal for you today is here. There they are for you, the Sugar Bloom stamps and dies. So much love for them. I know why, because they're just a brilliant collection which you have gone crazy for today. So many great ideas for these stamps and dies that you absolutely love them. Also, that you've been going crazy for today is the topiary tree, which we saw Hayley demonstrate earlier, which allows you to make that brilliant collection there. Look at that. At £9.99. $14.50. There it is. That's what you can create with that wonderful layering up stamp. There it is, £9.99 at $14.50. Then, another great collection for you is the fancy flower cart, an A5 stamp. So many stamps on this one. So, that's it there when you've got all your different stamps, all different elements. But when you start putting it together, using these on your card, we're not all about MDF here. No. We're all about the materials. There you are with that one. And then you can do it on your MDF, stamp it onto your paper, had it onto MDF. There it is, a 20% saving, £9.99, $14.50. You can Inspire discount on top of that at £7.99, $11.66. You've also got another great stamp and die, the Delightful Sentiments stamp and die. These are humongous. A4, there they are. A wonderful script, £19.99, $28.99. Remember your Club Inspire discount on this today, £15.99, $23.19. And also for you today, you've got your wonderful, beautiful script, a humongous die for you today, guys. And look at the size of that. That is incredible, a brilliant size. Third of the stock has gone. As stamps go, this is massive. It's A5 stamp, so it's humongous. There it is at £9.99 at $14.50. A great stamp. Club Inspire price £7.99, $11.60. Something that's been very popular is that flower cart stamp. A lot of love for that today. And because it's been homemade, there we are. I think we should have a look at this. Now, Hayley, we've seen from you, and as much as I love seeing you demonstrate, I want to see the master at work. Carol over there.
Who's that?
So, Carol, what are you going to be demonstrating for us, my love?
Right, so we're going to do the flower card this time. So, I must admit, this is one of my favourites, the flower card. So it is an 8x8 card. So I'm just going to put my papers on to start with.
Yep.
So we obviously I've cut all these to size, just leaving a little border around the edge. I could do a step.
Do you want the step bringing in? We do have a step for Leanne. If you want that step, you're all right.
We'll be all right, yeah. Once I've got the layers on, if they're a bit wonky, that's why.
That's all right. You're not fussy, are you, my love? We do have a step.
I don't know. Have you got a step?
We've got a step because Leanne has the same issue.
Oh, Leanne has a step. Oh,
yeah.
right.
Sorry to spoil the secret. So we're like, it's more of a platform. She just wears stilts, actually, Leanne. She just stands on stilts. No, it's more of a platform that we put her on.
Oh, right.
So, yeah. Maybe Leanne doesn't need people to know that, but spoiling the secrets of injury. I stand on a box. I'm not really this tall. I stand on a box all the time.
Oh, bless you. Right, so I'm just going to...
That was one of those bless me's. Is like, oh, bless him. Bless him. Hey, dear.
Right, so I've just got some foam pads on here. So this layer is just a little bit smaller than the one that's on the base. I mean, look at that gingham paper behind that. It's just lovely. Right, so then I'm just going to put a layer of the pink spot as well across here. And then we can add some ribbon on as well.
Yep.
Oops. Right, so we just get this onto here. And then I'm going to pop that on flat as well. Hayley's going to moan at me because I'm leaving a mess here.
I'm going to say, who is the messiest crafter?
Me.
Hayley, you're a messy crafty, aren't you? Yeah, I know. And look at her now. She said, oh, Hayley's the messiest crafter. Look at her like a machine. Mess everywhere.
Right, so we're just going to get this across. So we'll just pop that across there, just so it breaks that pattern up a little bit as well. And then we're just going to pop a little bit of ribbon across here. Because I do like to put quite a few layers on.
Okay.
You know, and add a little bit of ribbon. It makes it look a bit more special, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Right, so we'll just trim that off. I'll leave that hanging over a little bit. Okay, got it caught on there. Right, so then I'm going to start with stamping the cart. So what I'm doing here, I've just got my, which one did I did it in grey, yeah. So just a grey ink pad. So I've got the base of the cart. There we go, so just pop that onto there. And then this one, this is the canopy, so I've just stamped this onto one of the pattern papers. So that's going to be the top of the canopy.
Yep.
This is the middle bit, so I've used the flowers onto here. So what I'm going to do, I have put some blue ink on there, but I'm just going to add a little bit more from my dinky ink. So I'm just going to pop a little bit on my mat.
They are available on the website if you so wish them.
A little bit of water, and then we're just going to drag that into there just with a blending brush. Just add a little bit more blue onto here. I have done a base layer. If you're doing something like this with the dinky ink, let your base layer dry and then go in with the darker if you want to. So that's why I've done the one previous. Okay, so then we can just shade that a little bit. And then that's going to make those plant pots look quite nice. Okay, so then we can, I think what I'll do next is actually put the canopy on. So I'm going to pop that on there. So I'm going to just get a little bit of the foam pad. I can just raise that up a little bit.
Is that Five on a Roll?
It is.
Do you know the song?
No.
Oh, you don't know the song? Ben's
Has
got a
he?
song, and every time you use Five on a Roll, you have to sing the song.
Oh.
And it goes, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll. Hey! So Ben's song is very, you can hear the meaning. So Carol, solo, go for it.
Foam on a roll.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful moment. I'm glad we shared it all together. Oh, brilliant.
Foam on a roll.
I love it. Break it down. Hayley is cringing inside right now as we speak. Are you using? I didn't realise your mum was a rapper.
You see, when I've been here a bit, that's it.
That's it.
You
Break
get it
now.
all.
Absolutely. Janet saying hi to all the Dreamy catchers, and Beth Malone saying that gnome is adorable. It really is adorable. Love it.
Right, so just on these edges of this die cut, I'm just going in with a little bit of the Dinky Inky, the Cobalt, and just adding that ink around there, just dragging it in a little bit from the glass mat. You don't need much, but it's just going to take that bareness of the white off of there. Okay, so we can pop that onto there then. So that is going to go onto this side. So we'll just get some more foam on a roll.
Started something now, aren't we, Hayley?
You've
All
started.
the way home.
Remix version, Carol.
Foam on a roll.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I need that.
I hope my husband's not watching because he'll be saying, oh my goodness, you're at it again.
Ben's getting a copy of that.
You'll be in his weekly roundup.
Oh, hey, we might be, yeah. Right, so I'm just going to pop a little. Oh dear. Well, you've got to have a bit of fun, haven't you? Right,
Love
so then
this.
we're just going to get this off of here. Because I've put the sisal on there now, I am going to use hot glue just on that foam pad so it sticks down nicely. Okay, so we've got that on there, and at this point I'm going to put my little bit of moss along the the bottom there, just as if to ground it, if you like, the actual barrow. Okay. Right, so now I've got my sugared blooms. So what I've done with these are the outside layer, and then I am just going to use the script stamp onto these. So what I'll do it this way, it don't really matter. So just,
It's a humongous stamp, this.
Oh, it is. It's so nice. Heat embossed as well, you know, for weddings and things like that. It's amazing. It's going to be a go-to stamp if you get this. So I'm just doing this way, just because it's going to be easier for me this evening. So I'll just stamp that onto there. So we've got our script stamp on there. So then what we can do, we can get these flowers. If I can find the black mat, here we go. Right, so what I've done with these already, I've just snipped into these like I did earlier. And I think what we'll do with this one, I know that I did this, the tweezer twist thing.
Yeah.
This time I think we'll just scrunch them up.
Lovely.
So don't be worried about scrunching them up either.
I love the tweezer twist early. We love that technique.
I'll have to bring a dance for that one as well,
Yeah.
do you reckon?
The tweezer twist. Hayley's looking at me with sheer panic in her eyes.
Like, don't get her going.
I don't imagine you being an embarrassing mum, though, Carol. What was she like? Did she ever embarrass you, Hayley?
Nah, to be fair, she wasn't that bad.
Well, okay.
She's been the worst when we've been on the telly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
The dinging of the bell, the ringing of, well, not ringing of, the sipping of the mug, the hat.
What
Yeah.
hat? What have I missed on the hat? What's the hat?
You asked Joe about that.
It's a limited stock mug, I think, and then a sold out hat, and then a ding of the bell every time there's a stock
Oh, I
update.
see.
And also ask Ben about the colander.
Oh no.
The colander.
The colander. You asked Ben about that.
Hayley, tell me the story.
Ben went and got a colander out of the kitchen where we used to work, and he put it on her head,
And,
and she was dancing around like an idiot.
Because I'd forgot I'd forgot the bell that time.
I don't know what you'd forgot. Numerous things, I imagine.
It's going to a counselling session all of a sudden, this now, isn't it? Hey?
Right, so this one I am going to add a few of the stamens in here. So I'm just going to pop a little couple of the pink ones in. So just make a hole in the centre, just twist the ends and just pop that through there, if we can get it in. Bear with me a minute.
Good evening to Stuart. Good evening, everyone. He says, good evening, Stuart. How are you, mate? All right? Good to have you. I'll keep playing this little thing, homemade. There it is. Perfect. I love these. These are great. You could stamp with these, couldn't you? Yeah.
Right, so we've got those done then.
Lovely.
So then I'm just going to add a little bit more sisal down this side. And just a little bit of that on this side, just to put my flowers on. So this is my main one, which I've done with the script, if you can see that.
Yeah.
Looks quite nice with the script.
Love that.
So, you know, like if you're using your plain papers,
Yeah.
but you want a little bit of something on there,
Yes.
just stamp on it. It doesn't have to be the script. You can stamp a flower on it or whatever you want. So there we go. So then I've got my 2 other ones, which I'd done previously at home. So I'm just going to squeeze those up a little bit because they've travelled quite well, to be fair.
You can just have some fun with this, can't you? Really, that's the best thing about these products. Just the fun aspect of them all.
I'm going to say, you know, if you're doing a card for a man, say, let's just say with the pumpkins in, just for instance, you could just use the bottom part of the barrow,
Yes.
you know, or put vegetables if you've got any stamps with vegetables or something like that, and garden theme,
Yeah.
you know. So it doesn't have to be
Yeah, the
all
fact it's not one
female.
big stamp just makes such a difference.
Yeah, exactly. And then I've got 2 of the little sprigs from the sugared blooms again. I've cut those out in white. I'm just cutting those a bit shorter on the edge, just so there they can pop just onto there. Just shape them a little bit with your fingers if you want to, or you can with a ball tool, whatever takes your fancy. Just adding that into there. We've got a bow just for across the top of that die cut. There we go.
It's coming together so quickly. That's
It is.
the thing about
it
this.
does come together quite quickly. And because we've not got any butterflies on the show, I used one from the sweet peas paper.
Sweet peas are
So we
made
can
of
just
these.
add that onto there as well.
Yeah.
And then, shall I use some pearls or?
Go on, you. They're hanging on by a thread. Let's see some pearls.
Do you know what? I'm going to use the royal blue ones. I've
All
used-
right, calm yourself. Using the royal blue ones, aren't you, eh?
Get excited, I have not used the blue ones. Right, so let's just get a little bit of glue just on these corners.
Lovely.
Now, I did fill this up in between.
I know, I did see you filling it up earlier.
Yeah, there we go. Once it starts flowing, we're away.
Joe saying, Carol's so fun. I hope she comes back regular. Oh, I'm sure we will have. Do you know when you guys are back? When are you guys back with you? When you? The 31st of March?
Yeah, you got us twice this month.
Twice this month? Oh, that's too much. No, I'm joking.
It's too much of Carol twice a month.
Yeah, I'll just come next time.
Is it just you next time, not Carol?
No, it'll be better.
Thank goodness, we need Carol.
She'll ban me from coming.
No, I'm not
Like,
here
you
now.
stay at home.
Oh.
Right, so we're just adding the pearls on there. I know
Yep.
the pickup tool's gone, but
It is so
then-
clever.
so there we go. And obviously
wow.
you could add a sentiment on there if you wanted to. So I know what I've not put on.
What you not put on?
I've not put my little flowers bit on the top of the. Can you see here?
Oh yes, I see.
Yeah, but I have got it. So if we wanted to.
We'll put it on. That is great.
Yeah.
Brilliant collection. That is the Fancy Flower Card A5 stamp set with 9 stamps in total. I tell you what, not only are Dreamies renowned for their MDF, they're renowned for their papers. 3 great collections of papers. Just, let's not sneeze. Okay, so starting with your Moody Purples. I'm going to sneeze. I can't. No, there it is. Right. Starting off with your Moody Purples. I knew it was coming, I could feel it coming. Starting off with your Moody Purples, the 8x8 pad. So you're going to be getting 48 design sheets. You're also going to get 120 GSM paper, double-sided. Let's have a look with the Moody Purples. So, I mean, there are some brilliant, great collections. Now, when it comes to paper pads, you ask anybody about Dreamies, they'll tell you how incredible they are. The price you are paying for these papers, £8.99, $13 I mean, look at your Club Inspire Platinum price on that at £7.19, $10.43. Different collections. I mean, they're double-sided, which are beautiful. Look at the colours in there with the grapes. You can see the detail. Different styles, same family, but again, different styles. And you've got no coating, the matte finish, so you can stamp directly onto these. Again, those wonderful brightnesses of colours with those wonderful shots of yellow. You can see why they've got that wonderful name of the moody purples. Then you've got this here with your corresponding greys. I mean, you've also got that in that plain, so you can do that wonderful matte and layer effect there. You've got that wonderful flower coming through, so much colour. Then this with that wonderful scripture, all that detail within that dragonfly, the scripture behind it, that grey wash as well. You're going to see so many different effects within this, then stripes as well, and you can see it peeking through below the wonderful moodiness, that wonderful watercolour effect, that stormy effect is such a great collection. And then wrapping off there, I mean, look at that, what a beautiful set of colours. That is there for you. That is the moody purples. Half of the stock has gone, and you can see why. You're going to get 48 sheets of these 8x8. Loads of love coming in for that wonderful demo that Carol just did. The other one that you've got for you here is the Country Kitchen. Sorry, just a quick question coming in. Gilmore saying gorgeous, Thea saying beautiful card. Pam, oh yay. Hayley, any chance you could bring Crafter at Work sign? I really want one. Just saying that, what a great idea.
It's funny, we have that planned for the next show without you even saying that. Yeah, we'd already added it to the list, so yeah, that'll be next time.
Crafter at Work, make sure you're 31st of March for that one. Right, let's take a look at the Country Kitchen, the 8x8 paper pad. Again, all those brilliant features that you're seeing, you're getting a sneaky peek of those wonderful 8 different designs there. 48 sheets, 120 GSM, remember double-sided, that matte finish. Starting off first, think of spring, think of those wonderful, hence why it's called the Country Kitchen, because it gives you that instant feeling already. Imagine you use these with that brand new Sarah Signature collection of the Country Lane. Going to go hand in hand, Country Lane, your wonderful colours here. Again, there's pinks and the blues coming into there. That wonderful watercolour. Wow, look at that. You couldn't make that if you tried. It's such a great collection, and Hayley used that earlier to make that wonderful face. Then again, this wonderful pinky blues, again, they just complement each other so well. Again, with that green and the points coming through, stunning. Then bringing it back, scaling it back. I've seen this in materials, you've seen this. There's a very famous shop very similar to this, which again, it complements it so well. It gives you that Country Kitchen, you know exactly what the theme is. I mean, this here is just beautiful, all different roses, purples and pinks all the time. Again, so much love for this. And then this, obviously, you can't get country, you can't get farm Country Kitchen without that wonderful gingham, that checkerboard, the blue and white then. And then here with this wonderful rose, wrapping up this collection, a beautiful, beautiful collection. 45% of the stock has gone, and I'm not surprised when you see these wonderful paper pads. They are incredible. Loads of love for that. £8.99, $13 for. Loads of love, Joe Holt. So these papers are beautiful. Hi George, says Karen. Hayley and Carol, could I ask what size the MDF frames are? You're going to be demonstrating with one of those next, aren't you? So bear that in mind, we'll come back to that. Barbara, better bring a lot of the signs, just as we will. And Deborah saying, love those papers, so pretty. Here we are, last one within the paper pads. Dreamies, you can see why they're incredible. The subtle sweet peas are made of this paper. Here we are for you. Think of butterflies. You've seen that great collection already today. Look at the butterflies. There is so much fun we're having on this. Little girls' birthday cards, backgrounds. Again, the complementing colours of those purples, the pinks, the blues. Then adding it into the flowers, those wonderful grey silhouettes, and that wonderful watercolour effect that you're getting in here, and that brilliant price, 48 sheets of this brilliant paper that you are getting today. Again, all working alongside each other. The purples, those hints of colour along that really dark grey is going to look beautiful. Then you've got it here, that wonderful calligraphy script just in the background, that hint of it with that watercolour there as well for you. It's just looking so elegant into your watercolour backgrounds, again with that grey, very similar to that nice Country Kitchen pink that you saw, complementing each other. And then here, that wonderful colours again all the way through, which I know you guys are going to love creating with. You've already got here a card blank. You've got a card front there for you straight away. You've got your flowers going down the side of that blank channel up the middle, when you can put your sentiments and whatever you wish into there. Don't be afraid to cut that out and save that scrap for something else. And then here with your dots, that wonderful white dot there for you. A brilliant collection. 45% of the stock already gone, and you know why, because it's a beautiful papers. Dreamies, MDF and papers work incredible. Deborah Spencer, good afternoon everyone. Late, unfortunately. What's she putting here? Just got out of my meeting. Luckily, I've already placed my order. Crafter's Companion was killing me me with all these goodies. Sarah's launched yesterday, and today, Dreamies. Loads of you being very fortunate getting Dreamies, but some of you missing out on those incredible deals. Right, we've got some more demos, and we're going to look at those frames. So someone did ask, Hayley, what are the size of the MDF frames?
Right, so I'm using the square right now, and that is just over 8 inches square. So most of them are around the same sort of size. I've got the heart down here that I can measure. So they are along the same lines, yeah, just over. This one's actually 9 inches and by 8.5. So they're all about the same sort of size of between 8 and 9 inches in height and width. So they are a decent size. And again, because you're getting that waist as well, if I pull in, I don't think it's down here actually, the sample that Mum was going to make later, it's using obviously the waist, so you can get 12 projects out of it if you really want to. So It is a great bundle.
Really is.
Right, so what we're going to do then is, I've not actually decorated one from scratch like this, so we're going to go with the strips that are already on here. So I'm just going to add some glue to all of this area.
Yeah. Those strips there that you show me in the background, are they pop-out elements, or are they just lines into your material?
Yeah, they're just lines into the material. So if you wanted to, you could just pop paint over this, mark the lines out then with a ruler or something, you know, just to take the paint out of the strips, and then you've got a ready-made palette art, really.
Lovely.
Right, so I'm just going to add these strips on. They're roughly 3 centimetres wide, so you can cut them into the strips. So these are the sweet pea papers. So I'm just going to attach these just into the lines. If I don't follow the lines perfectly, I'm not worried, but I'm just trying as I can to get them into the strips there to make this palette art, and I'm actually going vertically rather than across.
And that's the thing with these paper pads that I just showed you there, they all complement each other. So you are using the sweet peas, that's all you're using here, but they all work alongside each other because the colour families are all matching.
Yeah, exactly. And because we do try and put in some basics of your papers as well, you've got something for every occasion and for all your different cards, obviously both genders. So we'll pop that one on there. So I'm just going with the watercolour and the spot because I just want to make a bit of a subtle background on here. So we'll pop that one on as well. And then obviously any excess you can trim around. Plus we've got the edges, so you don't need to keep it too neat. Right, so then once they're on there, obviously you would wait for them to dry a little bit more at home.
Yep.
And we're then going to build up a bit more of an image over the top. So I'm taking my script stamp and we're going to build up a little bit of a mixed media sort of thing. And then I'm also going to grab my topiary trees and use some of the floral elements of that as well.
Okie dokie.
So,
I do love this stamp. We did that embossing technique earlier, it looked incredible.
Yeah, it's one of my favourites as well. So I've just got a grey ink pad here and I'm just going to add some ink just all randomly on the stamp.
Yep.
Not too worried where it's going to be. And then we're just going to press it in certain areas just to get that script going on there.
Lovely.
And again, because it's so big, like you said about Mum not using a block, you don't necessarily need to, especially if you're just using sections like this.
Yes, of course.
And it builds up so nicely. You can see there, we're already getting that nice texture going on there. And then I'm going to take, I think I'm going to go with the little, it's like the triangular floral element, and again just using my fingers, and we're just going to pop some of the little floral elements. I'm not worried if it's misprinting or anything like that. It is just adding in that little bit of detail. Most of it you probably won't even see once we've laid it up, but just so it's there, if there is space, you've got a little bit of interest already on there.
Lovely.
So we can just push that in and build that up. And obviously you can misprint, you can go straight back in again, make kind of a blurry looking image. You can do whatever you fancy really. And then if you did want to, you can also go in and just add some rough lines.
Oh nice, dangerous, look at you. Rogue.
You can just make it look quite, I think of it as mixed media, but it is literally just paper and ink. So I guess it is mixed media, but it's not as daunting as it looks to create. Because I definitely, you know, when you're on the internet and you see all these makes from people and you go, wow, how have you possibly made that? But you break it down and it's actually quite simple to make the sort of collage effect, if you will. Right, so then we'll repeat with the layering of the MDF. So I'll just show you again, covering it over. Like I say, you can use your fingers, you can use a little bit of MDF just to smooth that out. Like I say, it depends what I'm doing the next day. Hopefully I'll be having a lion tomorrow, so I don't even know if I'll be working, so who cares if I've got glue on my fingers.
You want to laugh, look at this, like, lazy, isn't it? Kids, eh?
I know, that's it, never at work. Right, so then I'll leave that to set just for a second, and then I'll just trim around these ones. So again, using a craft knife, but they are straight and easy to do, so you can do them with your scissors if you prefer.
Yeah.
So we'll just trim around these, and then these are all the pieces for along the edge.
Perfect.
So you can see they come out really simple once you've done that. And again, pressing them out of the sheet, it's not difficult. You know, like you said with the sentiments,
Yeah.
you've not got to worry, oh gosh, I'm going to break them or anything like that. Obviously be careful, but you don't need to worry about how difficult it is to pop out, because they're just not at all.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll trim around again. So I've just layered all these just onto some hot pink card. So I'm bringing that out really from the pad, even though we're not actually seeing much of that on the background at the moment. This has come unstuck a bit, but that'll be fine. So then as well, I've got a bit of a rough edge here. So again, taking the nail file, you don't have to worry about if it's not trimmed close enough, it's fine, you can just file it off.
Perfect.
So taking that just off the edge there. Right, so then last one on this side, and then I'll do one with the scissors just again so you can see it's completely up to you which you prefer. Right, and then just along that edge as well. Tear that off. To be fair, I could probably do with a new blade in this. There we go. And then that's gonna pop off. Well, it's gonna tear off again, like I say, I need a new blade. And then just with this one then, just so you can see as well, dead easy just to take it with your scissors, go up to the edge. If you aren't necessarily confident about going right up to the edge of your MDF, you can just trim it quite close and then just file it off if you prefer.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Perfect.
Also, do make sure that your glue is set a little bit as well, because I could very well turn this over and my paper's shifted a little bit and now it's too small. Oh no, we're okay. That's happened to me so many times.
But it's a learning curve, isn't it? That's
of course it is. Right, so just file that off, and there we go. We've got those 4 panels now to go around the edge of here. So for speed, I'll do them with hot glue. But again, you have got the markings on there, so you don't have to worry about whether they line up or not. They are just marked in, just engraved, so they all fit perfectly. Again, that's what Jimmy does. He makes things easy for us.
Yeah.
We've got some frames that he's cutting for the next show as well. And he cut one of the sheets and then he was like, oh, the holes don't line up, and it was something that I'd done, so he had to make them centralised.
Did he blame you?
Yeah. He's pretty good though. I start a lot of projects and then he ends up having to finish them for me. Yeah. Right, so we'll just get this last one onto here. And then we're going to add in some of the floral MDF kit, layering flowers as well. Right, so in fact, we'll just give that a file because that's just looking a little bit rough on there. That's fine then. Right, so next up then, I've just got, it's one of the heart doilies. It's actually on the website, one of our products. So I'll just dab a little bit of hot glue. I would use a wet glue at home because obviously this is going to show through a little bit.
Yes.
But we're going to cover over it, so I'm not too worried. But if you are using like a white PVA sort of glue, it does tend to dry pretty clear underneath you, as long as you don't use too much.
Right.
So then we'll just add a strip across the middle. So I've got some scraps of pink, and instead of backing all of it with the pink, I'm just going to do it along the edge.
Lovely.
Just again for using up your scraps and things like that. If you've just got slithers of things, you can do this sort of technique really easily.
I love smelling the MDF.
Just over there sniffing.
Smell it all day, Matt. If someone can make me an MDF smelling candle, please, I will buy one and I will put it in the house. I bet you just like your workshop, the smell of freshly burnt MDF.
Yeah. You'll have to come and visit us.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I mean. A scented candle, MDF. I'd buy 3 of them. Absolutely. every day of the week.
So we've popped that across there, and then we're just going to layer up some of the tulips. So I've got a bit of a gap here, but that'll be fine because we're going to pop the tulips down this side. So all I've done then is I've just covered this top bit here because that's all that we're going to see of this base layer. And then I've just got the two pieces again, same as before, just onto the MDF, or onto the cardstock, should I say, sorry. And again, just trimming around the edge, and then you can file it off afterwards if you want, or you can, like I say, use your craft knife, whatever you fancy. So you do just get the 3 layers for the tulips. I think you get 2 or 3 tulips in the kit, so you can make a few of these.
Tiptoe through the tulips. Yes, I do.
He's ready.
I am ready to go because Georgie, when you got the flowers, you got them. I'm like, yes, I've got them. I'm ready, like a ninja.
Right, so then we're just going to layer up these tulips. Again, they layer up perfectly. You've not really got to worry about it. And then you've just got your half tulip as well. It's just going to pop onto this side here. And then we're going to create the 2 of those just as a little crossed over part in the middle of the frame. So we'll pop these just onto here, and then our flowers are actually going to cover over this area that's showing, so that's fine. So again, I'm using hot glue just because it's for speed really, but you obviously can use a wet glue if you're waiting for it at home and you can hold it together a little bit, that's fine. So we'll pop that to one side as well. And then just while we're here, I'm just going to pop the bow on so I don't forget. So that's just going to go along the 2 of the stems there.
Looks great.
And then we've got one of the sentiments as well, one of the MDF sentiments. And what I've done is I've started to put some ink on there. So I've just gone over it with the same ink pad we used for the background stamping. And I'm just going to take, it's just an ink dauber, so obviously if you use these, they do go hard, so just like clear off your paint if you want to do it this way. But I get through these like anything, so I wouldn't really recommend you use them as such, it's just for speed. But then I'm just popping a little bit of white gesso just over the top, and then we're going to rub that back so we get the grey coming through.
Yeah. I see, very nice.
So I do really like to do that, you know, just pop a little bit of gesso on, even if it's onto the raw MDF.
Yeah.
And then you can just scratch it back depending on what's underneath. And yes, Georgina, you can do any sort of colour. So obviously all your Spectrum Noir inks.
Yeah, of course.
And things like that, you can definitely do this with as well. And scratch it back and you get pink underneath or blue or whatever you fancy. So I'm just putting a really thin layer just over all of these. And then I probably wouldn't even wait for it to dry as such. As long as you've got kind of a messy nail file, you don't have to worry as such. And then I'm just going to scratch it back a little bit. And we're going to get that nice grey coming through, but it's kind of worn, it doesn't look perfect. And I do just like that effect, so it's just got a bit of colour on there without it being too intense.
Yeah.
So we've just got a little bit of white showing through. We've also got the grey coming through, so it's a nice sort of technique just to change it up a little bit. But obviously you can just, if you put white gesso on first, you can then just colour over with your Spectrum Noir pens and get any sort of colour you fancy.
Great.
So there we go, we've got those bits. Right, so we'll bring this back in and then we're going to pop the love down here. Perfect, it does fit. I didn't check where I was putting it and then
Perfect.
Can guarantee it just wouldn't then. So we're popping the love across there and then we can build it up. You above it. Let's put them in the right order, shall we? Not live life, the you. You, life. Nearly did it. Yeah, so I'm just going kind of in a line above, but not necessarily. I'm not too worried about where it's going to go. And then we can add some flowers around the edge. So again, I'm going to do a similar technique to Mum with the script on the flowers. In fact, I might just do that on a couple, because you have seen that technique before. There we go, live the life you love. So that's from the Sentiment MDF collection. And then I've just got all of my flowers to one side. So again, the sugared blooms. So just got the spotty ones here. So I've trimmed between the petals again, and we are just going to scrunch them and then just layer those up. Obviously you can add ink on there if you want to maybe put a pop of pink on the grey, you could really do that as well. So we're just scrunching these flowers up, and then I'm just going to add some single layered flowers just around the edge as well.
Debby Robinson is getting herself ready, making noise like a Tasmanian devil over there. Tasmanian devil-like. Loads of love coming in for this. Angela's saying mixed media is fun. It really is. Loads of love. We are going to be saying goodbye to Dreamies very, very shortly. It's very sad.
Only for 2 weeks.
Only for 2 weeks. They're back on the 31st of March with some great deals and some great things, including Crafters at Work signs, which I know will go, yeah. See?
We're having requests coming in, yeah.
Crafters at Work, I need one of them. Need one of those.
Well, if you get in queue, Debbie, you'll have to get in the queue.
I will definitely, most definitely. First thing, Trace, first thing on that morning. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Great. Trace to that. You all right, Trace? Champion. That's what I like to hear. Don't forget, we've got another hour of your creative cravings with Debby Robinson. Debbie, what you got lined up for us?
Some Favour boxes.
Lovely.
More resist. And
Yeah.
more twist and pop.
Lovely. It's going to be good. Vanessa staying hi, Dreamies. Hi. It's so much fun. Have you had a good day, Carol?
Yeah, brilliant day, thank you.
Lovely.
Loved
You
it.
had how many cups of tea have you had?
Plenty.
Oh, I might have had 3.
Might have had 3. Any biscuits?
No.
No biscuits.
We went to the vending machine
Or
though.
what did you have from the vending machine?
Yeah, we had
We
a
had
bag of
toffee
crisps and a
flapjack.
flapjack.
Bag of crisps and flapjack. Calm yourselves down, you, eh?
Flapjack.
Flapjack. Just what do you want to share?
Oh no, one each.
One each, that's what I like to hear.
Obviously,
Good,
yeah. Right, so I'm just going to pop my flowers onto here. So we just laid up 3 for the larger ones in the corners, and then 2 for the next ones down, and then just a single one for the last ones.
Lovely.
And then we can fill in with some of the moss as well, and maybe a few pearls. I don't know if we're still hanging on, are we?
The pearls, how are we doing? The pearls are still showing, but who knows? Any minute now, the pearls could go. And that's it. So this is the problem. So there's so many of you with pearls already in your basket. If you all checked out now, some of you are going to miss out on this. So there's that many people with pearls sat in their baskets waiting to check them out. Problem is, when you all check out, some of you are going to become disappointed because they're going to sell out. So my advice to you is, if you've got the pearls in your basket, check out now, because some of you are going to be disappointed. While you're listening to me say this, you're going to miss out because there's that many people wanting them, there's not enough left. So some of you are going to become very disappointed. And I don't want that person to be you. At £9.99, $14.49, maybe you haven't got them in your basket. Maybe you're going to be quick and sneaky and get them in your basket quickly. Be a ninja like Carol. Carol, she's an MC.
Yeah.
Carol's rapping. Did you hear Carol's version of the Farm on the Roll song?
No.
Carol, take it away.
Are you ready?
I'm ready for this.
Foam on a roll.
I love it.
Love it.
It's the hand movements. Oh dear. Hayley's like getting that inside. Oh, make it stop. Make it stop. Brilliant.
Right, just pop in the last couple of pearls in, and then we'll be finished.
Lovely. I can't believe how the time's gone.
I know. It's been such a lovely day again. Thank you for
It has
having
been an amazing
us.
day. So many great deals coming up. Well, I'll remind you very, very shortly of what we've got for you in this show. But look at that. That is just perfect. Love that. Just incredible. That's that frame palette art MDF board, £13.49, $19.48. All right, let's have a look at some great deals. Let me get the nesting planter collection for you, because it is incredible. You're not just getting one nesting planter, you're not getting 2. There's 1, there's 2. There is the 3rd. You're getting 3 nesting planters within this collection. 1, 2, 3. Some amazing collections there. Brilliant price at £14.99, $20.68. Remember, so much love for these. I'm not surprised. This is what you're getting for you. So many different ideas within these. Remember, these can be yours today. Another great deal for you. Easter is around the corner, and you can be getting the Easter baskets, the basket artboard collection. You're getting 3 of these. This is what you can make. This is just 1, but you're getting 3 of these. Remember, you can £7.99, $11.60 at 10% saving. Look at that Club Inspire price, £6.38 alternatively, with your £9.28 on your Club Inspire discount. Your Nordic gnomes, your bunny gnomes, yes. What is a gnome at Nordic time? It's the bunny. It's got these little rabbit ears, female and male. You're getting 2 male, 2 female, £8.99, $13.07. 10% savings, £7.19, $10.46. A great collection for you today, which loads of you are loving and going crazy for today. Another great collection has been that wonderful bunting collection. You're getting enough bunting there to 10 triangles. So 20 triangles altogether. 2 sheets of bunting contains 10 triangles. So is that 10 triangles per sheet? So you're getting 20 triangles. That's just 1, 2, 3. That's just 7 there, and you're making something incredible on that brilliant price that you're seeing there today. £7.49, $10.86. Saving yourself 25%, a quarter off. £5.99, $8.69 on your Club Inspire. Ladies, thank you so much for a wonderful day. You are back on the 31st of March, right?
We are, yes.
Lovely. And you're going to bring us some sneaky peek and bring us that Crafters at Work sign.
We are, yes.
Can't wait. Anything else you can tell us that you've got coming?
Oh, we've got some new frames as well. Oh, I'm thinking, we've got some hanging plaques that come together. We might have some new stamps and dies, you never know.
You never know. I know, they know. Thank you so much, ladies. Have a safe journey home. We'll see you again soon. Guys, don't forget, Debby Robinson is back with you in just a few moments' time. Check out your baskets. I don't want you to miss out on those pearls. We'll see you back here shortly.
Quick Buy. All your crafty must-haves in a flash. Take all the hard work out of patchwork with the Gemini Build-A-Block patchwork system. This innovative collection of multimedia dies allows you to create patchwork blocks with ease and total accuracy. This set includes 18 dies to cut a range of shapes and sizes for patchwork or quilting projects. They can cut multiple layers of fabric at once. They include an accurate 1/4-inch seam allowance, plus all of your pieces are cut exactly the same size every time. Follow your own creative inspiration or look through the 20 patterns laid out in the guide. Not enough? There's an additional 60 patterns online. And right now, we have amazing offers on the Gemini Build-A-Block patchwork system. Quick Buy, get yours now.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together, and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes, and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash.
Yes, welcome back to your Creative Cravings. It's Wednesday, gotta get down on Wednesday. We have got a brilliant, another 50 minutes left of crafting delights. Debby Robinson's back. She's been, you're all right there, love. She's had a great time. begin excited for your second part. Debbie, what have you got coming up for us?
So we'll have a little recap just in case you're just joining us for Creative Cravings. We've got some fabulous advanced twist and pop. So if you've ever wondered how you create that lovely twist and pop factor when you open this up, obviously you don't get the sound effects with that, but that's, I know it's just or boing, boing. I mean, absolutely gorgeous, beautiful designs, and I'm going to concentrate on the Love Heart one in this next hour because I love that one. Lovely. We've got some fabulous resist stamps. Now, a resist stamp is a really lovely, great big stamp. The resist technique that you can do with your water reactive ink pads, with your liquid inks like your sparkle inks and things like that, because the stamp, once you heat set it with some heat embossing powder, it literally creates this beautiful resist technique. They're a fabulous set of stamps though that also are stamps. Can we just point that out? Stamps that, yes, they've been designed with this resist technique in mind, but they're also fabulous, great big stamps for colouring with if you love that. And then we're going to kickstart things with our ornate boxes. We've got some lovely Favour boxes that are on the show. Various different designs that our George will go through with you in a moment. I'm going to kickstart and get ready for my first demo with one of them to show you how easy they are to use, but absolutely fabulous. So that's the next rest of this show hour, what we've got left of it, where we're going to get cracking with as well and enjoy some of the fabulous bargains that we've got on the show too, the stamps being one.
Talking of bargains, 60% off here for you on these and the Favour box dies, 60% off the box dies and stencils, £27.18, $31.92. Look at your Club Inspire price as well at £21.74, $25.54. That was very subtle. Here we are with your wonderful shapes, starting off with the ornate Favour box. So you're getting the dies, you're getting the stencils. The stencil here brings down that ultimate cost. It's a cheaper thing to manufacture, meaning that saving comes direct to you, and the stencils here are fitting inside your ornate box. You've also got it here with a locking heart box, another great collection. You've also got here your country cottage Favour box. And then wrapping up this brilliant collection here for you today, the wonderful Locking Heart Favour box. Sorry, I told a lie. That's your Locking Heart Favour box. That's your Happy Heart Favour box. So 4 great designs for you. £20, £21.74, $25.54. A 60% saving is incredible. Debbie, so easy to make, isn't it? And honestly, in no time at all.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to do the Locking Hearts one. I love this one. I think I've left one of my dies. Let me just turn this round for a second because I think I've left one of my dies in my folder. So, maybe not. Oh, it's there. There it is. Let me just show you what you're actually getting in these. So you can see the value for money. Absolutely incredible. So you've got the dies in here to be able to create your panels. What you also have is, and we could have gone down the route of the metal, all metal, but we would have had to price that up and pop that into the equation because obviously metal is a little bit more dearer than a stencil as such. And I say a stencil, it's a template. And it's a template that you can use in a multitude of ways, and I'll show you how easy this is to do. So that's just one of those sets of 4 packs that you're getting in there. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to use. So that's the decorative element for it. You get it in 2 pieces as well. And then if you've noticed, none of this messing about anymore with different, like one die set. You've got each one for each of the panels that go inside there. So that for me saves time, saves the effort as well. And the fact that we split it into 2 means that you can also cut into the card. So you can cut panels using the tool will create a panel, but simply just by using that into the top centre of your cardstock once you have drawn, or I'm going to show you a different technique in a moment, means that you can cut into it as well. So you've got 2 different functionalities with that one in itself. But the template, let's talk about the template. So the template itself, I've used some of the retro rainbow pearlescent paper pad because I absolutely love it. Excuse me. What you could do is take your pencil and you could draw around this. And when I say draw around it, you're going to use the outside of the template and draw around each one of those, keeping in mind that you want these to be the outside bits that you're going to cut. These panels in here, these lines that are there, are for you to score with. So if you are going to draw, just do a little couple of fake marks just to show you how you can draw with it. But I want to show you a little cheats way, and I say a cheats way, it's the way that sometimes you can use a stencil by using your machine to create this. And by that, oh, I've got a bit of red liner tape underneath there. Let me just move that out of the way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place my stencil onto the top of the A4. Now, these will work through your A4 machines and also your Gemini Pro. If you're going to do this technique with a machine, it has to be with A4. You can obviously freehand draw it, and then of course you could use your panel once you have done this technique by popping your dies on. So A4 machine upwards, you'll be absolutely fine. So what I'm just going to do now is place my cardstock. Let me just go. I always have to do this little bit in my head, so just bear with me a minute. Stencil, cardstock. That's it. I've literally taught myself through this technique, and then place on the top. Oops, just make sure it doesn't move. Do you know what I'm going to do to make sure it doesn't move? I'm going to hold it down with a bit of tape. And this is like a little, yes, producer Georgina. I just wanted to show you a different way that you can do it, because some people aren't very comfortable with pencils and drawing. So I'm just going to show you a little different way that you can do it. So pop on there now the rubber mat. Then we're going to place on the plastic shim. Everything's a bit mucky tonight. Let me just clean those up. I've got paper stuck to them all over. So, and then we're going to plop on the top the other cutting plate. So I'm going to just push that down, and then we're going to run that through the machine. And what this does, it's very much similar to the technique that I do with a stencil that's got a pattern. It creates like an embossing folder design. This is just something a bit different, but it enables you to get the beautiful straight lines in there and all the markings for the score lines in there as well. So it makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, of course.
And I often get asked this, but it's not often I do this as a demonstration. So I thought I'd just show you one way that you can do that. Of course, you can freehand with your pencils, but now when I take that off and I'll just remove my tape, you can actually see it. And I don't know if you can see there, but the outline is on there. And it does mean that I've now got the, without no pencil marks, just take that off. And can you see that I've got all of the design on there? So just hold that up. You've got all your places. Now you're still going to have to do some cutting. So you're still going to have to use like scissors or your guillotine. Oh, actually, we've still got the hero tool on the show, haven't we?
When the hero tool comes along.
Hero tool. Let me bring it in.
A great deal on your hero tool today. This is brilliant. It's back in stock. The smaller guillotine. Great price, £21.24, $29.70. When a hero tool is here, and it's not been here for long, and then a hero tool comes along.
I knew you'd turn it into a song. I knew you'd turn it into a song. Can you see where all the score lines are in place with the template? Of course, that's what you can do. You can use those to do that and go over them. And then I'm going to cut that out, but I'm just going to give myself a little bit of an helping hand just at the start. And again, I'm just going to use that. And I will use my guillotine in places that I can do it. Absolutely. So we're going to just use that. Please excuse me, I've got a terrible cough again.
That's all right, my darling.
And then I'm going to bring in the large scissors for this one to help me a little bit. Actually, shall I use my... No, I'll use my medium scissors.
Yeah.
I'll use the medium scissors, why not? So I'm just going to follow that design round now. So I'm going to follow that up to the top. You literally just simply follow those lines around, and it's been done for you. So no drawing involved, no rulers involved. I've simply just given it a little bit of an helping hand by using the template and the machine to create this. And this is just one way that you can do it. Just going to take a quick swig of water,
You
George.
do that, loads of you. I just got to say something. Jimmy, don't forget the teapots, please. That's from Shader. Do not forget the teapots, please. Thank you. All right. You remind him, he's there, Jimmy, teapots next time you come, please, mate, all right? He's on it, good man. Very good. Loads to get in touch with. If you want to get involved in the show, any questions, anything you want to ask, today's the day. We've got another 40 or so minutes. Remember, loads of that Dreamy stuff. I've got them papers as well. May remind you of those wonderful Dreamies papers as well, because they are a brilliant collection. I know that Debbie's been eyeing them up. If they stay after the shift, they go missing. I know where they've gone. That'll be Debby Robinson who'll be taking them. Great collection. But a brilliant price for these stencil dies, aren't they? They really are for these Favour books.
Price, absolutely amazing price. And not just, like I said, for one. If you think about all the boxes, you've got 4 different boxes in here. You've got those dies to be able to use with these as a decoration part as well, or just simply, I mean, those dies I think that you could take into your crafting, not just inside these boxes. So look at it along there, it's like an investment. Yes, you can make these beautiful boxes, but honestly, they're just incredible. And all I'm going to do, George, is follow that around. Again, like I said, I've got all my score lines in there. I've not even had to work that out because by using that template, it's enabled me to create them all without having to do anything there. I just think it's absolutely fabulous. It's a nice little way. I often get asked to do it, and it's like I said, sometimes we forget to do this bit, but I just wanted to show you tonight. It's Creative Cravings after all.
Yeah.
We can take it back to bare basics if we need to, but again, it's just showing you different ways that you can use it.
Lovely.
So I'm just going to literally follow that around, and I'm just using my score line there as the guide. If you're not comfortable with doing it with a pair of scissors, you could use the little, do you know the little swivel knife that we have, the craft knife?
Yes.
We've got a swivel one that will enable you to get round those bendy bits quite easily onto your glass mat. You would just follow it around. It's quite another a good technique to do as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'm just going to carry on.
You do that, my lovely. So Debbie, you're back tomorrow morning, aren't you?
I am, yes. I've got tomorrow morning's wake-up call.
Craft chat with Craig.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I know our lovely George is on there with me as well. Gorgeous George of the joystick.
Not me. I'm off
not
tomorrow.
You,
I'm
not
not
you
here
tomorrow. And not the other George. I think she's on later on. Is she on later on in the day, our lovely other George?
Are you in tomorrow,
Happy
Georgina?
Georgina?
Yeah, I'm not here tomorrow. I know. Craig's doing launch day, and then tomorrow night, do you know what tomorrow night is? Sarah Cartload. 3 hours.
Is that why producer Georgina?
What could possibly go wrong, eh? Sarah and Joe. I'm back with you on Friday, though. So you're not missing me for too long. I'm back on Friday for Soft Side of Life with Becky Swan. I do love Becky. And then what's Friday evening? I've got a feeling Friday evening will be, I want to say, off the top of my head, I want to say it's craft along, you know.
Is it? A craft along on a Friday evening?
Masterclass. Mindful projects. Who am I with?
Who's doing that one?
And Tonic's in. Ooh. Oh, it's with Michelle.
Oh, lovely Michelle. She's back home. Back home, fighting fits.
Oh, yeah. I'm with Tonic, I'm with Michelle, I'm with Becky Swan.
Oh, it's going to be a good day, Friday.
Ladies. Sorry,
You're getting all excited there. You say you're surrounded by the ladies. I heard you, George. Surrounded by the ladies. I heard you.
They do love me. I don't, they can't stand me. Oh, you name it, I'm on it. Dating websites.
Now I'm just following that around. Let me just remove that little piece. Take your time with this bit. There's no rush to this. It literally is just following those lines. I've got some very bright studio lights, so I'm just battling with the studio lights. But we're getting there, George.
Well, Mary Pat, she says, thank you for demoing the embossing of the template, Debbie. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Do you know, like I said, we talk about it a lot, but we never actually show you. So I think it's quite nice sometimes to be able to show you how that works. But there you go. You've got your template already done. How easy was that to do? And like I said, a lot easier than you think. And the template part of it, it just means that you can do all that, and especially when you do it with the embossing, it just makes it so much easier. So all I'm going to do is place in now my bottom score lines, because I forgot to do those, George.
Yes, my lovely.
And again, this is where you've got the choice now of the dies, where you could actually using this particular piece here, this decorative element,
Yeah.
you could just place that over now and put all the 4 on and run it through your machine and cut out a beautiful see-through box. I wanted to do the 2 pieces together and to create a nice little panel to sit on. So I'm going with the element, and I've just run these through, George. With some Centura pearl. This is the hint of silver.
Wow, that's great.
I just love the hint of silver. You've got that beautiful silver thread running through there. And I'm going to stick mine onto the top. Now, I prefer to do it before I start putting my box together. So I'm going to use my dotty tape pen. And we're going to go in, but the choice there is yours. You can cut straight in and create a lovely see-through element. And then you can start mixing it up with different papers, because you could actually use your outside piece and perhaps put a different colour paper underneath by using that. So you could use maybe
a vellum or something.
Yeah, anything. You could pop anything onto there.
Lovely.
Absolutely. So all I'm going to do now is simply place that in and put that down. And I'm going to repeat that on all 4 of mine.
Marvellous.
And then we'll put the box together.
And this has come together in no time at all, has it?
Yeah, absolutely. And it literally is. It's just a surefire way of getting that beautiful decorative element together. So we'll pop all those on. And my dotty tape pen. Thank God they're back in stock, George.
Yeah.
I am definitely going to put my order in, because my dotty tape pen, literally on its last legs. I've been using it. In fact, I've actually been using tacky glue. That's how sparingly I've been having to go with my dotty tape pen, because and it's not something that I've had to order in, because it's always been available.
Yeah.
My goodness, I shall be ordering some more in now to make sure that doesn't happen again. Oh, I do apologise. Nasty cough. It's the cold. Do you know what it is? I've been around grandkids again. I swear my grandkids, the 2 are I can't even say unhealthy, because that's the wrong way to describe them, because they're so healthy. The mum feeds us some really good food, but my goodness, they pick up every bug left, right and centre at nurseries and playgroups, and Nanan keeps getting them. Right, so we've popped all those decorative panels on. So what we're going to do now is form this together, and you'll just see that those bottom tabs simply fold over like so, and you're literally just going to bring this in, and this one here is the one that holds it all together, and that's how you pop that together. So that's what we're going to do, George.
Yep.
So for speed, because I want to try and cram some more demos in, I'm going to use my tape pen. It is super strong, this adhesive, and I'm popping it onto all of my tabs. Depending what you're popping in here will be dependent on what you use. I would perhaps use some red liner tape if you're going to be putting a little heavy object in there. But that's just a personal thing. And then all I'm going to do is place each one of those tabs and literally just follow those around. And on the bottom bit, I'm actually going to use some wet glue. I'm going to pop a little bit of wet glue, and it's just to get it into place. So I'm going to pop all the way around. Come on, wet glue. Yeah. Oh, Debbie. Do you know?
Is it?
It's not. I forgot. Look, it's because it's so warm in here. I've got like a glue coverage over the top. So I just need to get rid of that. And now look, my box is all coming to bits again. Wow.
Sometimes what I like to do, Debbie, is when you crafters are busy, is just to...
is it you?
I like to put the lids up a little bit.
Is it you? Are you being a little devil? This
do
tab here actually goes on this straight edge, so bring that round as well, George. So we're going to bring that round. Of course, if you're using red liner tape, it is super strong. And I'm just going to make sure that I'm adhering that. So I'll put my fingers and thumbs inside, give it a little burnish. And you can do that with all of there. I'm not going to take care because it's not a solid base. So I'm going to take care where I put my wet glue. So I'm just going to go around the edges. And let's just pop a little bit of wet glue onto there. Like so. And then pop that on. It gives me a bit of wiggle time to get it into place. And I'm just going to position that down. Let me just move those flaps out of the way for a time being. I just pull them back a little bit on themselves, just so I can get on the centre part to stick my base down. And that looks about right. Let me just make use of my glue bottle in there. There we go. And now I've got my base all stuck on there, and you can see looking really lovely. And then simply you pop the 2 panels on the inside, and then you bring your hearts down, and they interlock because those little pieces that I just slid, just simply, let me see if I've got that the right way around. I did put them in both, didn't I? Pop that in, And there you go, you've got your lovely
Wow,
little
easy as
interlocking
that.
heart box. Let me just lift the heart up there. And then you can do your decoration with adding on maybe some nice little gems or some ribbon.
Yeah.
I've gone with a few butterflies because I'm butterfly mad.
You do love a butterfly, don't you?
I do love a butterfly, I do, I'm not going to lie.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And again, I'm just going to decorate my little box up. Of course, the decoration part is entirely up to you. If you've got a little bit of an overhang, if you've, because I've just realised that bit, I'm just going to trim that little bit down a bit. There we go. And then, lastly, the other little ones, let's put one on top as well. So I'll have one on one side, one on the other. There we go. And then I'll put another little one just on the very top. In fact, actually, I don't want to go on my little interlocking hearts, so I'm just going to pop it just under there. Like, oh, it's fallen off because I've used wrong glue. Hang on a minute. Wrong glue. Let's pop that on. There we go. And there you go. You've got your lovely little ornate box with your decorative panels on there.
Brilliant.
Just beautiful. And very simple to put together. And again, all you do is unhook your heart, and there you go, you've got a lovely gift box there, but just absolutely beautiful. They really, truly are, and a great price as well.
Yeah.
And again, just showing you how easy it is to put it together.
Really is. Unhook your heart. A brilliant collection, a 60% saving, £27.18, $31.92. Let's remind you what you're getting. This is the one that Debbie's just used, the locking heart one with the stencil and the dies. And don't forget that these dies will fit the other ones as well. Coming here with your wonderful Happy Heart Favour box. Then you've got the wonderful ornate Favour. And then you've also got it there with the Country Cottage Favour box. Great price, £27.18, $31.92. A brilliant price, a great collection, which so many of you are loving. Don't forget, again, your platinum price, £21.74, $25.54. Another great price for you as well today is the red liner tape. Now, we're talking about red liner tape a lot because you've heard what's happened with the tape pens. The very similar thing is happening with the red liner tape. So 12mm has sold out. This is a 3mm, £6.49, $12.99. This is on its way out, guys. If you have needing to get it, please get it, because who knows when it'll come back in stock. So that's your 3mm, and then you've got your 6mm here. Again, $6.99, $16.99, a saving of 10%. You're getting a Club and Spy discount on that, but I'm urging you now, do not miss out on these, all right? So if you are getting these, you are going to be a time like the tape pens where they do sell out, and I'd hate for you to miss out on them. That is your red liner tape. Head to the website to find out more information about your red liner tapes. Something that we touched on earlier was the resist stamps. That huge saving again. 3 of them remain, and we've done a great little deal for you here on this bundle, a 60% saving again. At £9.58, $11.49, you're getting a massive stamp for your money. Individually, these stamps, £8, $10. Look at the price you're paying for 3 of them. £9.58, $11.94, your Club and Spy price at £7.66, $9.55. This is the delightful butterflies. You've got the wild flowers and butterflies, and the swirling florals. 3 great stamps and an even better price as well. Remember, you are going to get your Club and Spy discount there for you as well. So if you are getting them, you need to get them today. Like we said before, that price that you are paying there is what you would pay usually for one of these stamps. £9.58, $11.94. And remember, your Club and Spy platinum price as well. Even when the price is that good and that low, we still give you that Club and Spy platinum price at £7.66 at $9.55. Loads of love for that demo that Debbie did earlier. Margaret just saying great demo. Thank you, Debbie. Don't forget, we've got a full day of live shows coming up for you tomorrow as well. Starting off at 10 a.m. here in the UK, at 6 a.m. Pacific time. No, 6 a.m. East Coast time, 3 a.m. Pacific time. You've got your wake-up call and craft chat and crate. Joe's going to be here with the wonderful Debby Robinson, kicking off your Thursday, St. Paddy's Day as well, St. Patrick's Day. Hope you're having a great day celebrating. And then don't forget, we've also got a launch day, plus as well that incredible cart load with Sarah, 3 hours tomorrow evening, 6 p.m. in the UK, 2 p.m. East Coast, 11 a.m. Pacific for that 3-hour cart load with Sarah. Bargains galore. Maybe get a chance to look on the website now, and maybe some of those deals live for you already. Have a little sneaky peek. Shh, don't intend to do that. But we are going to be looking at these resist stamps per perfect for your embossing. £9.58, $11.94. By the way, guys, they are limited stock. That's happened during the show. Limited stock on these guys. You know a bargain when you see one. A great price. Debbie, let's see how easy these resist stamps are to use.
Well, if you caught that first part of the show where I showed you, all you need to create this, and I've gone with the butterflies with this one, is your translucent clear watermark ink pad, excuse me. And I've popped that onto there, onto the stamp, and then literally popped on again some more white embossing powder and let it heat set. And when I say let it heat set, you take your heat tool and you can see that almost like embossed detail of that butterfly is absolutely beautiful. I can tell you now that price on the screen is just insanely
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Absolutely insanely good. These are big stamps. This is a 6x4 one. I'm actually going to bring in some of our sparkle pens that I know are on the show as well. Got a nice set of sparkle pens on there. Just give it a little shake to wake up. But I'm going to show you that resist technique. We've done it with water reactive inks, and you can do it with things like this as well. So I'm just going to take I hope this brush is clean. Oh dear Lord. Do you know me and my brushes? I'm not one for cleaning them out, George. I'm not one for cleaning brushes out.
Are you not? Are you not a brush cleaner?
I'm terrible. I'm terrible. I'm just going to give it a little sprinkling of wet just over the top. I am a little mucky put when it comes to my brushes, I'm not going to lie.
How's the craft room?
Beautifully. I've added some extra little elements to it as well.
Have you?
Yeah, when I've been at home the last few days, that's what I've done. I've added some more units in there.
Lovely.
Can't help myself. I'm absolutely addicted to... Oh, look!
Oh.
Now then,
now you're
using
talking.
the sparkle, this is the resist. Obviously, you have to do the technique of stamping with the watermark, using your, and you could do this on black. So you could do black on black and then use your metallic ink pads, or your metallic liquid inks. But I'm just adding a little bit of a wash over the top. And then I'm going to take my brush, I'm going to use a damp brush for this, and I'm just going to spin that down a little bit. And I might add another little colour in there. Beautiful. But can you see that resist? It's not, the ink isn't going onto the heat embossed.
No.
It's literally resisting, it's pushing back off that and then just going into the other areas as well. So I'm going to just pop a little bit more down because I've seen a little splodge there. Splodges, just because I'm a bit of a mucky put when I get ink in. I'm using, the colours here are from the Essential Brights because they're just beautiful. And again,
Look at the red.
It's beautiful. This is gorgeous. This is the, I think if I remember right, yeah, pink garnet. And I'm going to take my brush again. And I'm just going to mix those two together. And again, just showing you how fabulous.
And effortlessly.
It's very effortless. And I'm just going to bring in a little bit. So almost creating a little bit of a purple tone there. And I've still got my glitter in there. And I'm just going to finish that off with a little bit of the yellow, because this yellow is beautiful as well. And from that set too. And I'm just going to go straight direct onto there. Because I've got a feeling, with my brush being a little bit pinky, perhaps should have started with a lighter colour, George.
Oh no, it's all right, hasn't it?
But it's okay. Now I'm just showing you a very quick technique, and it literally is to show you that you create that resist by using the heat embossing. So you heat set it with your watermark, your white embossing powder, with your heat gun, like I did in that very first one, and then just simply add colour. Now I've chosen on this one, I've chosen the lovely, I mean, just look how gorgeous that is. Let it dry naturally, or heat set it with a heat gun. In fact, am I still plugged in? Yeah, let me get my little heat gun. I'll just plug this in for a second and we'll just dry that off a little bit. But again, absolutely beautiful. And just a very quick technique I wanted to show you there, and using those fabulous sparkle. Now I'm drying it. Oh my days, the sparkle is really coming through there. Absolutely beautiful. And again, just showing you some ways that you can use your, I mean, I've not had to add any colour to that apart from the pens. No colouring in, no colouring required, because it's being heat set and looks just beautiful. And that's going to create a really lovely card front. Doesn't that look gorgeous?
Incredible.
Don't ask me what happened there with the little splodgers, but you get the drift. And then again, just give that a little buff over the edge. There you go. How quick and easy was that to do? Obviously I'd cheated a little bit by just prepping there, but if I just told that, look how gorgeous that looks, and then that sparkle on there as well with the sparkle pens, but it's resisted against, so the ink on there has resisted against that technique. Now let me just tell you, these were designed with the heat resist in mind. They're a beautiful stamp collection. You've got 3 6x4 stamps in there, stamps that you can colour with, that you can do the way that were intended at that fabulous price of £9.58 or $11.94. Incredible, absolutely incredible.
Guys, it's about to sell out. If you've got it in your basket, again, it's that situation. The more of you have these in your basket than are available. If you've got it in there, sell it, click buy now. Check out, because I'd hate for you to miss out. Brilliant price. Once it's gone, who knows when it's back in. At £9.58, $11.94. Also, something we started the show with was the Twist and Pop. Remember, we've got to do demo of the show and demo of the day very, very shortly. Remember the Advanced Twist, Pop and Die collection. Some great designs, easy. The mechanism's all been designed for you. Starting off, first of all, with here for you with the ornate frame. Again, so the Twist and Pop element on the side. Of course it is, George, you fool. There it is for you. You can create this nice and easy. You're getting everything. You're getting the frames, you're getting the different designs. And you're also getting those accessories, the little perfume bottle, the little lipstick. There it is for you. You're also going to get it here with the wonderful Precious Secrets. Again, you can create these wonderful collections. Also, the balloon bouquet, perfect as always. Just pull that back for you there. And also shoot from me to you. No, send in love, send in love. There's the love. Very Celtic hearts. And you've also, here's from me to you, named after Paul and Barry. Here it is. Again, another great collection. And wrapping this up, the cupcakes. We love some cake time. A brilliant collection of £46.36, $37, $51.86. Remember, you Club Inspire Platinum price on that, £37.10. You're also going to get the mechanism as well, which is what is needed. And again, you can get that great die there, so you can make your own Twist and Pops, whatever you've got. Right, let's get demo of the show vote going. Debbie, let's go with your makes first. What have you got for us, my lovely? What are you doing?
I was just rejigging that then. Right, so number 1 was the fabulous Twist and Pop. So we'll start with that one, number 1. Lovely, lovely presents in there, absolutely gorgeous. Then number 2 was the first of the heat resist technique that I did using just water reactive ink pads. So that's number 2. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm going to just tell you now. I don't know why I'm doing it, because I can see in my eyeballs what's coming up. And then number 3 is our beautiful ornate box there. So that's number 3. George, take it away.
Number 4 from Dreamies was our wonderful Easter gnome.
Aww.
Number 5 was this wonderful card by Carol with that wonderful stamp. And number 6, wrapping up for your collection, was that wonderful frame with the tulips. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6, which one are you going to go for? While we're waiting for that vote to come in, then we'll do demo of the day, whoever wins this. Debbie, let's get cracking with your
can I just have a second?
Cool.
Thank you. I just need a second. I'm not that quick. I'm quick, but I'm not that quick.
Wow, do you know what I mean? What I need, Debbie, can you believe it? Not that quick at all. While you're wasting my time, I'm joking, of course she's not. I love her really. I love her really. She knows I'm only messing. The guillotine, the £21.24, $29.70, a huge saving. I mean, let me take it out for you. Let's have some fun. It is a scoreboard as well, integrated scoring tool. Again, you've got it there with all that wonderful scoring features and the wonderful scoring tool, which means you can score ruler down the sides as well, which means you can get your measurements correct every single time. You've also got this wonderful guillotine blade. Now, if it's true and I'm right, you think, oh my God, just move, you've got the grips there. That's not going anywhere, is it, when you're moving that? The sword sharpens every single time. That's what that noise is. It's sharpening it every time. And when it was designed, Leanne didn't go to a blade specialist. No, she went to a sword manufacturer. This is a sword here, and that's why you're going to get that great. It's a sword. What that is a sword. On guard. This is going to give you that great sharp quality every single time. There it is. I love that noise. Brilliant price for you today. Look at that great. Oh, nearly broke it. Saving yourself 15%. I am being very careful, Georgina. I am being a good boy. You've also got that scoring feature here as well. And if you get bored crafting, which is never, you can play it as an instrument. £21.24, $29.70. Right, you okay over there now? Are you ready? Sorry,
Yeah,
Miss
I'm
Debby
ready.
Robinson. Over to Debbie.
So I'm going to use the, what am I dropping up floor now, do you know? Honestly. Right, so I'm going to use the Sending Love, and I'm going to show you again. I'm going to strip it back to basics and show you how to put it together. I'm using that twist and pop mechanism, which does all the hard work for you, George. We've already said that once today, but it really, truly does. And I'm just going to pop that in because it not only die cuts out your piece for you, but it puts the score marks into place as well. Get this bit right and everything else will flow really, really easily when it comes to these dies. This is the worker part of that die set. The rest of it is all the gorgeous, the decoration part, which I mean, you're not even have to choose, to be fair, because you're getting them all in this collection. So again, if I just move that out of the way, George,
yes,
I'm just going to bring it in to show you again, all the score marks are in place. So you've got the score marks, and you're simply going to use those score marks and get hold of your bone folder and literally now place, and I'll just go to do it again, pop that side over, pop that side over. And that's all of your score marks. You're doing all the burnishing. I think I did do that side, didn't I? Yeah. If you want to reinforce it, you can do on both sides. So you could go back over and do on both sides as well. George, I can see you looking for things.
I'm looking for your makes, my lovely.
Why?
I just want to know where your makes are, please.
I've shoved them in bag.
Well, you shouldn't have shoved them in your bag,
Oh,
then,
hang on a
should you?
minute then.
That was bad. You shouldn't have shoved them in your bag, my dear.
Well, I did, because I thought...
Well, pass me them. Just saying, you shouldn't have shoved them in your bag, should you? I'll teach you for getting cocky.
I'm getting told off. So you get hold of the 4 again. Now you've got those into place. You pinch them in and bring it forward. It's so straightforward. I'll show you that again so you can see it. Once you've done those 4 score lines, you pinch in. So it's upwards, so you can see it going upwards, and I'll show you that way so you can see it. Pinch that in and bring that forward, and it creates this lovely little house shape, or like I've said to you before, it's almost like a little skirt with a couple of pair of legs. Make sure these are flush at the side of each other, so you've not got them overlapping or anything like that, but simply give all these a really good going over with your bone folder. And again,
absolutely.
That's a great way of describing it.
Yeah.
Do you know, producer Georgina? Yeah, absolutely. Just keep on going with it.
If you think you've done it enough, do it again.
One more time. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because you need that bit to get that great movement in your card. You need that bit to be right. So make sure that bit's right. The rest of it will come easy.
I'm going to stop you there, Debbie.
Oh,
We've
right,
got our vote for a demo of the show. Now, Colleen has said the votes are typically so different between YouTube and Facebook peeps. Just an FYI, she says. Okay. So the reason I wanted your mates, Debbie, is because you won demo of the show.
No way, Jose.
Number 2 was the winner.
Oh, do you know? Honestly, I was talking to George earlier. Sometimes the clean and simple cards, they're the ones that people like, because you can really go. I mean, I'm one of those that throws everything but kitchen sink at my cards, as you've seen with the Craft Along project from earlier. But honestly, literally, sometimes the simplest form, and those stamps are absolutely incredible. I know that they were hanging by a thread, so if you literally, I'm talking one less than a handful less of what we've got left of that stock.
Absolutely.
And honestly, they're just incredible stamps, and they're really lovely, big, juicy stamps as well to create that lovely resist technique. So I'm not surprised, George, but I am at the same time. I am at the same time.
When I came over there, usually leave them on the counter for me to do it really seamlessly. I was like, where are these stamps? Right, let's do demo of the day. So number 1 was what Hayley made this morning in Wake Up Call, this wonderful farm fresh eggs basket. Isn't it brilliant?
God, that's stunning.
And that's that now. That is sold out. I'm not surprised that's sold out this morning. That's number 1. Number 2 is Debbie's Craft Along with her wonderful butterfly. With those, I'm opening it. I'm showing it off. Don't you worry.
I was going to say, show it off.
I'm going to open it up. I'll open all of Debbie's this Craft. That's number 2.
Mind me butterfly.
Oh, sorry.
You're bending me butterfly, but that's better. And then
number 3 is there. So you got number 1, number 2, And number 3. Right, a few minutes on that. Who are you going to be voting for? Demo of the day.
George, you do tickle me.
I knew you said something. Oh dear.
Now, I'm using some black and red. I'm going dramatic with the love hearts. So I'm going really dramatic with these, and I'm going to use my bigger plates again. So let me bring in my big plates, because I'll die cut quite a few pieces. Mind you, we've got a bit of time left, haven't we? So I'm not going to rush this too much. Oops, she says. Popping that onto the. Oh, look, I'm losing my tape. Come here. Everything starts to unravel towards the end of the night. But I'm just going to pop those bits on there. And then I'll run all the other little decorative, because look at all these other pieces that you get as well on there. I've already pre-cut some out as well, but just to show you again how you put this all together, I'm going to bring in my plastic shim, my magnetic shim.
All the shims.
All the shims. Not all the shims, though,
Not all the shims.
Not all the shims.
Sorry, I'm carried away.
No, it's fine. I know what you mean, but yeah, we can't use all the shims, because that's just not done. You don't need all the shims. If you're using all your shims in your machine, like the metal and the rubber embossing mat at the same time, which you never do, can I just say, rubber and magnetic, never at the same time. But absolutely beautiful. Combination. Get the combination right. Don't use all of them. Just use the right ones for the right thing. I can see you flashing.
No, it's not. No.
Oh, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest.
cleaning
Can I
the
just tell you
feathers.
that? Have they left that behind for us?
You can steal it.
It's just beautiful.
You can't steal
It's
anything.
just gorgeous. But it's sold out before I had a chance to get one.
So you're gonna steal what Hayley's
No,
made?
no. Maybe
No,
borrow.
no.
No. Maybe borrow. But it's just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. It really, really is. Don't they bring some amazing
I know.
things?
And do you know what makes them even lovelier? Is they're lovely people.
They are, yeah. I've been having a lovely chinwag with Jimmy. He showed me a couple of designs that he's working on.
Did he?
He did, yes. Oh, honestly, they're just fabulous. And do you know what's lovely as well? They're a small family-run business, but bring the most amazing, amazing things.
Small family, but with big hearts.
Yes, absolutely. Talking of big hearts, got some beautiful big hearts here.
big what?
Now, again, the score lines are already in place for you. So before you stick it down, just bring those in, and you're literally just folding that across, like so. And I'm going to stick that into position and into place. So for that, I think I'll use tacky glue. I'll use my tacky glue for this one. So I'm going to bring in some tacky glue. I'm going to go all the way across.
Is it Debbie Fisher's favourite glue?
Debbie, the fish. I don't know.
The
I can't call her
fish.
Deb the fish. She's Debbie to me.
Well,
But yeah, she
because the
uses
thing
tacky
is,
glue.
you're Debbie, you're the other Debbie.
I'm Debbie with a Y. I know a lot of people still can't get hold of that, but it's Debbie with a Y. Debbie IE is the fish. And I know a lot of people, but you'll be surprised how many people, including some of our own teammates, that still refuse to put Debbie with a Y. They put Debbie IE, and it drives me insane because it's Debbie with a Y. but yeah, Deb's. I can't call her the fish for some reason. It just doesn't sit right with me.
Fishmeister.
No,
That's what I call her, the
she's
fishmonger.
She's just beautiful, Debbie, to me.
She is lovely.
Yeah, absolutely.
We had a giggle last night because she took the mic out my accent. So I said,
Hey,
form.
we've got the same accent.
I don't know about that. No, we do.
We
don't
do. We have the same accent. We're the same neck of the woods.
Eating your fried crab sticks. I need
Yes.
to try this. I'm going to try this.
I'm
crab
going to
stick.
tell you, it's a delicacy. You need to try
So
it.
you get a crab stick or a
Yeah.
seafood stick.
Seafood stick,
Then
yeah.
you fry light.
Fry light, stick them in the oven or in your air fryer.
How long for?
Air fryer about 10 minutes, in the oven probably about 20 minutes. Yeah. And then come out there a nice crunchy crab stick. Lovely, delicious. And then use a garlic dip. I use my own like a low fat Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
Pop some garlic puree in, and maybe some herbs, and that's your little dip, and you dip your crab sticks in there.
Hey,
I'm very quiet in my ear.
I know.
I'm
She's
very quiet.
I'm here.
It's honestly, it sounds much nicer than it
It
is.
does.
So what I'm just doing is, I'm just giving those burnished lines a little bit more of a burnish. Notice I've not had to put them back in because they're already in place on the red one. And then again, I'm just going to do that. And it's exactly the same. It's where you go in. It's like if I describe it, a valley, a mountain, and then a valley again. And that's how you put these together.
Lovely.
Nice little burnish lines again. And then we're just going to add, now the only thing that I've done different with this, George, is, I'll bring it in, I'll whip it in, is I've used these dies to create the extra pieces, excuse me, and I've popped them on into the centre pieces. So instead of the solid panels, although to be fair, the solid panels look really nice, you could put pictures of your loved ones in there. You could use these to create, if you pop those small pictures, and you could have a nice little family album going inside each one. And I've just put a few gems on there as well, George.
George,
George, yeah, did you hear me again? George, sorry.
You will be.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm going to bring a card blank in again, so I've gone with the black one matching and the red papers, so we'll pop those in like so. How are we doing for time?
Plenty of time.
Yeah, we've got plenty of time, I think. Should be fine. Might not get the full decorated part done, but we'll get the gist. So I'm just popping that into place. I'm just use red textured paper for this. And again, I'll show you how you put the mechanism in. And this is the way that I do it, and it makes it a lot easier. Whereas, like I said, if you've got the burnish part right, and you've given really good crisp burnish lines, everything else will just fall into place really quite easily. So again, I'm just going to do the same with that one. And then I'm going to put my mechanism in. I'll speed it up a little bit rather than use red liner tape because it takes a bit of time getting all your red liner tape on. Again, just think about where you're popping it. It will go in the top right hand corner, the bottom left hand corner, or the other opposite ends, as long as you remember where you're putting your tape. But for this part, we're just going to put our tape on. I'm going to cover it with quite a bit of tape actually, just because I don't want it moving around. And again, all I'm going to do is, and again, positioning wherever it is that you're popping it. If you remember, obviously you can't pop it in that way. You need to pop it into the fold. So the tip, so the house tip or the skirt tip, and I do, every time I see it, it just tickles me because it is like a little skirt with a couple of pair of legs on there. I'm going to push it up to that corner again. And then to make sure, I'm just going to make sure I've got that absolutely super burnished. And then I'm going to put my tape onto the top. You can, of course, close that, and I'll do that afterwards when I've done this to get all that stuck in. But again, I'm just going to go straight in, straight over, pop that down.
Sorry, Producer Georgina's just let me know that there's only 2 sets of the resist stamps left. Ooh. 2 of them left.
Wow. At that price, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I am not surprised. And literally now, I've got the mechanism in there. So you can see, if I just hold it, depending on where you're going to pop this now. Look at that. But how fabulous. And you need that to make sure that this works and you get that smooth transition. You need to make sure you get that bit right, and then everything else will flow into place. So again, we'll have it going in, and I'll have my little love hearts, because when they fold in on themselves, and again, please, 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 I know I say it and I know I must sound like a broken record, make sure all of these are well burnished.
Yep.
And it will make the twist part flow a lot easier, I promise you. So I'm going to use my tape pen again, and I'm just going to go into that top corner, go into that bottom corner. If you're using red liner tape, obviously, personally myself, always the red liner tape. I'm going to position. Now, before I stick it down again, like I said to you earlier on, George, I just like to make sure it's positioned in before I burnish that down. Let's make sure I've got that. And again, it's just to make sure that when you've folded it over, that you've got that lovely twist and it flows easy. So again, just before I do that, you see, I've not burnished it, but I do it for a reason. That's why I do it, to make sure that I've got that pop each and every single time. So let's just go back over there like so, and once I'm happy with that, yeah, I'm happy with that, let's give that a nice burnish.
Yep.
And it's just literally like
going away, isn't it?
It is. It's flow. Honestly, and I knew I probably won't get all the decorated part done. However, you get the concept. So I'm not going to finish that off. I don't want to rush it. And look, if I can just show you how that transitions, and how that smoothly, just make sure, smoothly twists and pop. And then I've got myself a little panel for the front, George. I've got myself a little with love. I cut myself some little love hearts, because on inside I was going to pop some little love hearts around there, just decorate that up. but you get the gist. So I'll just do that little bit now, George, if you just want to take over.
Well, I will take over and let you know, Debbie Robinson,
yes,
that the demo of the day goes to Debbie Robinson with her craft along today from the wonderful Board of Angolese.
Well, I see.
You have won today's craft along. It's because of my great demonstrating with your what we call them. So yeah, that's why. That's demo of the day.
Honestly, thank you. Considering the amazing things that we've had today on the show, thank you so much. I didn't think, I'm not going to lie, I didn't think that I would with that one. Because I'm not going to lie, the Dreamies have just blown my socks off today with the amazing demonstrations that they've done. But it's been a fantastic day, hasn't it? And there you go, you've got your lovely twist and pop. And apart from decorating up front, George, I've had a blast. I've really enjoyed myself. I've even done a little bit of Zentangling. Look, a little bit of Zentangling I've popped onto there.
Debbie Robinson, you little legend.
Yes.
I've loved working with you. I always do.
Thank you very much.
So apparently, Gilmore said Debbie's craft along sold me the broderie Angolese dies. They did. Can we have a quick look at what's the name's the wonderful Lorna Jane's final creation?
Oh, she sent it completed. Oh, I'm so pleased.
There it is. Plenty of angles here. Yeah. All the different. They were brilliant.
Beautiful with that. Is that the caring?
Caring thoughts?
Is it caring? No, it's not caring. Is it caring
positive thoughts?
It's positive thoughts.
Yeah.
That is. Oh my goodness.
Love that.
Fabulous job. Absolutely beautiful.
Perfect. Debbie, when are you back with us next, my love?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning with
Tomorrow
Joe.
morning, yeah. I should be with our Joe tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
Lovely. I'll be back with you on Friday. So have a great St. Paddy's Day tomorrow. Happy St. Patrick's. Where are you running off to, Tracy? Happy St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. Don't forget, tomorrow, 10 o'clock here in the UK, 6 a.m. East Coast, your 3 a.m. Pacific time. I'm telling you, daylight saving hours. You've got your wake-up call, followed by Craft Chat and Create. Then Craig's going to be here, that brand new launch for you tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m. in the UK, 10 a.m. East Coast, 7 a.m. Pacific time. And then wrapping it up tomorrow, Joe's going to be with Sarah for 3 hours. For a cartload. 6 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. East Coast, 11 a.m. Pacific time. That is going to be a 3-hour cartload with Sarah. God bless us all. I'll be back with you on Friday. Have a great St. Paddy's Day. There's going to be loads of fun and frolics for you tomorrow. Thank you to all the team, and we will see you back here, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, for another day of crafting. See you later.